Alright, well hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another Tears of the Kingdom livestream. It's actually been such a long time since I've done essentially 2 days of live streams in a row, but what can I say, this game is just that amazing and I was having such a blast playing it yesterday, and well, I just need another excuse to play it, to be honest. So we're back. We're essentially exactly where we left off yesterday after streaming for like 4 hours and a half, which is another rare occasion. We're essentially breaking a ton of records here today. But yeah, so in the last episode we finally got around to starting the game. As I said, I was like 1 week late to actually start this game, but it is so nice to finally be playing. And so of course we started in the Great Sky Islands, and we did the first 3 shrines up here. So now we pretty much got, you know, our Ultra Hand, our Fuse, our Ascend, and then just at the end of last stream, Zelda pretty much gave us Recall in the Temple of Time, which we're in right now. Of course, this is the Temple of Time in the sky, and like I said, like, I'm very curious. Oh wow, okay, I'm sorry. I should be showing my game. Okay, anyways, you didn't miss much. But I was just saying, like, you know, we've got all the abilities that we unlocked in our playthrough last time. So that's very exciting. And yeah, so now we're in the Temple of Time, which is the one in the sky, which is different than the one on Hyrule. And I'm curious to see how that one will play out in the game. Like, I want to go back to the Great Plateau at some point and see how that is. But anyways, we essentially got here. And, I don't know, apparently Zelda's behind this door or something. Obviously that's not gonna happen, but we didn't have enough hearts to open this door, because it's like testing my strength. So essentially we need to go to a fort shrine that Roru told us about to get like 1 extra heart from the goddess statue, and we should be able to open that door. So without further ado, it's time to continue our Zelda adventure and go to that fort shrine. As I said, it's kind of funny that they just kind of gave us Recall for free, like just Zelda giving it, but hey, it is what it is. No 4th shrine for that 4th ability. What might happen though, and I'm curious to see, is we might actually have to use all 4 of our new abilities in that next shrine, so that would be pretty cool. So we've got our glider over here. Looks like it's pretty much nighttime now. Let's see, where do we have to go? That 4th shrine is over there, essentially. Okay. So that makes a lot of sense. It's, again, they're just padding it out a little bit by making us explore. Okay. Yeah, I was just checking the sound. Looks like the sound is good, but having a little bit of an internet hiccup already. Let's hope that it keeps on being good. Okay. So maybe I want to map it on my map. I don't know if I can actually see the shrine. Can't really see the shrine, but I'm assuming it's right down there. And yeah, let's see. Of course I can't really. Oh, can I? Yeah. I can put a pin manually. I can't really see the pin though. Alright. So that's all well and good. Let's go there. We've got a good way to go. I kind of want to use my glider. We don't really have a high ground, but I'm going to find an excuse to use it anyways. Let's see. 1 sec. Just gotta get my headphones back in. Alright. Yeah, so let's use this glider. By the way, in a later segment in the stream, I don't know when, we're going to find a good time, but I do want to check out the amiibos and everything with that. So I got my amiibos here on the desk. They're taking up like half the space. But yeah, okay. So like, can we glide off of here, you think? It's kind of tricky to do, isn't it? I'm not sure. Oh, well, we do have recall now. Of course. Let's use the trick that everyone on the internet is talking about, where you do this, and then you hop on it, and you use recall, and that's like pretty much the first time we use it. And okay, well, that wasn't enough height. Okay, you know what? Let's go here. Let's use Ultra Hand. Okay, well, now that's not enough. Okay. As high as we can make it. And now we just hop onto it. And we use Recall. And Recall just kind of does its thing. And we kind of just glide. Oh boy. Yeah, that kind of works. I mean, as I said, we don't really have the height clearance to do anything meaningful with the glider. But hey, we got a little bit of fun out of it. And I mean, I don't think we're going to use this glider again. But let's put it back here so we don't forget about it. So it's not just completely hidden in the water, at least. Okay. Not bad, not bad. So we've got some choo-choos. Let's go with this thing. I just find it funny that, you know, it's been warning me about my shield being broken for ages. But it's still here. We still have a spiky shield. Okay, yeah, we're heading in the right direction. What's that yellow marker? Oh yeah, that's when I pinned something at the surface that looked kind of interesting. I mean, that'll be a fun challenge once we're actually there at the surface. We can just like casually go back, like, it's probably nowhere near where we actually need to be for the story when we get there. But it could be kind of cool to go to a marker that we flagged from the sky. Alright. So now that we have all the abilities, it kind of just feels like, oh, you know, we have free rings to explore all of the Great Sky Island. And we're just kind of making our way to that final shrine, with pretty much all the abilities we'll have for most of the game, it seems like. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, look at that. It's that guy. As I said, like, I see the, like, sentry thing. And, oh, look at that. A Korok puzzle with flowers. I was wondering if they had dropped those. With the flowers specifically. And it seems like the flowers are back. Okay. Nice. So we've already got our fair share of Koroks. That's pretty good. I feel like this is a new place, but it's not. We've probably already been here, right? Just kind of the center of the Great Sky Islands, probably. Let's see. I don't know, there's some cool stuff to check out. Where do we go? Well, now we're just heading in the opposite direction. Because this is where we had, I don't know if we've been to this part. Probably not. Might go up there. Seems kind of interesting. Okay, what do we have up here? Again, we're slowed down by the snow a little bit. But I don't know if I've explored this. Because it kind of feels like I was surprised, to be honest, yesterday at the amount of exploration we had in between the second and third shrine. I was honestly thinking that, you know, there wouldn't be that much. Okay, are we on the right direction? Or am I... Okay, I'm... This is kind of a closed-off inlet. I'm kind of heading for somewhere... I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. We don't have to beeline for the shrine. If we find some cool stuff, like, look at that! They have, little rafts with fans, but this time they're already, like, pre-built and stuff. Like, we didn't see this part last time. I was here thinking, like, oh, you know, they made us do so much, I guess, backtracking and stuff. Not backtracking, but so much stuff that I was like, oh, for sure we've seen all of it, right? But no, and this is a friendly maker construct. Confirming raft and Zonai device operational status. Ah, pardon my rudeness, do you require a raft? The ones by the riverbank are ready for use. The Zonai device has also been inspected. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're not going to learn anything new. This river is meltwater. Falling into it will quickly sap your stamina. It is for this reason that I maintained rafts to cross to the other bank. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, we got this spiel already yesterday, so to be expected, nothing really new. Okay, it has grown late. I too was immersed in my duties to notice. I'll rest until the next time the bells chime. Yeah. I mean, where does this go? Well, it doesn't go that far. It falls off the island, but luckily there's a bunch of these things to stop you from straight up falling down. What's over there? I mean, it seems kind of interesting. We might want to go, who knows. But I will say, like, I was a bit surprised last time. Like, I'm curious what happens, essentially, once you go down. Like, if you jump down on the Sky Island, I think, like, I should probably try it, but if you're in the tutorial, I think you just die. But I don't know, like, once you're later in the game, do you literally fall back down to the surface, and then you, like, just have to, you know, make your way back up by, I guess, fast traveling or something, or whatever. I'm curious how that'll play out. Potentially also you do fall down, but I'm just wondering, like, maybe you don't fall down, maybe you still respawn on the Sky Island, I don't know. Okay, well, yeah, I don't really need to... I was gonna wait for the current to push me back there, but what's the point, right? Let's save a raft for now. Let's bring it back up here with us. And this goes, I guess, to kind of where we were yesterday. But yeah, it's really interesting. There's more stuff here that I didn't realize we had not covered yet yesterday. It feels like just discovering a new area of the Great Plateau after you think you've seen it all. Although arguably the Great Plateau, it's more straightforward. Maybe I'm just saying that, like, in retrospective because it seems straightforward, but at the same time it feels like it's harder to miss stuff. Like, okay, I will say the first time, you know, there's a little forest area with a bunch of trees. Obviously it's easy to hide little stuff there, like, you know, like the first time you meet the stone talus there, you're like, oh my god, I just stumbled upon this in the middle of nowhere. Of course, in my case, I knew because I was watching a bunch of E3 stuff and they had shown that talus, but, you know, it's still kind of cool. You're just, like, you don't see it coming because of all the trees. So, we have to fight that, right? I'll actually be disappointed in Nintendo if they don't force us to fight that, like, as part of the main quest before we go off of that island. I'm just, like, desperately waiting for that battle to happen over there. Because that straight up feels like Breath of the Wild's, like, Stone Talus moment, where it's like, here's a mini-boss on the island, and just enjoy yourself. Look at that. Okay, so we have another one of the... Okay. See, it's a bit different, because it's not magnesis anymore. Yeah. Okay. See, not having the third rotation axis is a little bit tricky sometimes, but... I mean, of course, you don't really have the controls for it, so I understand what they did. Okay, we almost have 10 Korok seeds. Pretty nice. But since we don't have the paraglider, it's kind of slow to get back to where we want to go. Yes, we crossed over here. I just realized, like, we're kind of seriously going the long way, because Roru told us to just fast travel to the Room of Awakening, and now that I think about it, we might have to do that, because I'm not even sure if this platform is accessible. Like, it might be the one that's super high up. Is that the one? Like, if I map... No, that's not the one. What did I map? See, but it's hard to tell, because this Sky Island is also painted, like, lighter, so it's probably higher up. But, like, it's hard to tell how far high up it is. Okay, but there are coordinates, which I haven't really paid close attention to yet. But if you look at that, and I'm not even sure which one is which, to be honest. Okay, the coordinates are sadly not related to my pointer. They're just related to, you know, where I have to go, or where I am right now. But yeah, it looks like this is the only island that's, like, you know, painted super light. It probably is, like, way high up. So that idea of, like, oh, I'm just gonna walk there, yeah, probably not. What's this one, though? What's this island? I'm just, like, gonna pin a bunch of stuff now, just to see where it is. That's kind of interesting, though. But yeah, we probably can't go back, because, yeah, as I'm saying, I assume it's that one from the start where, like, we really fell down far, which actually was really impressive in the opening. The opening cutscene where you get the title of the game, and, like, it's just straight up, you fall super far, and you're just falling to more Sky Islands, like, the surface is even further below. But if you look at the coordinates on our map, okay, so I'm kind of trying to see it. The coordinate in the center seems to be like X and Y. This one too is like X and Y, and the last one is the height. So we're like at, I don't know if I can call these meters, but we're essentially like at, you know, 1,400 meters from the ground. Okay, so, like, I bet you, yeah, look at that, we're supposed to go there. So, me who was like, yeah, we're gonna walk to that island, yeah, no way. We gotta fast travel. There's no way around it. Okay, here we go. Let's do what Roru actually told us to do, which is fast travel to the Room of Awakening. So let's do that. Let's see how fast it actually is. Alright, so we're back, and this is technically considered still the Great Sky Island. Feels like its own separate little island. But yeah, oh my god, this is where we started, and like those gears at the start, I was like, oh, you know, they just look kind of cool, but no, we have recall now. Suddenly, there's new areas opened up to us, and this is where we started last time, isn't it? I'm a bit, well, okay. I guess we had to walk out that place. Right. Okay, so we teleport here. There's still a little corridor if we actually want to go outside, because we pretty much start at the start here. Much bigger than the Shrine of Resurrection in Breath of the Wild, of course, so, I mean, that's kind of interesting. Okay. Anyways, I don't know if we're supposed to walk outside, probably. Maybe not, though, who knows. But we can recall this just for fun. Oh, not Ultra Hand. Recall. Let's rewind the time. Can we make the jump? Oh, we missed it. Okay. I feel like we can make that jump, right? I mean, you can see stuff up there. Surely we can make it. Oh my god. Well, now I'm actually curious if we maybe can't. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm not thinking with my brain. I gotta ascend up here first, because we can do that. I was thinking too linearly about one ability at a time. Thinking like, oh, we actually gotta use recall to go up here, but no, we use ascend. And then we use recall. Okay. We might run out of recall. Okay, I think we're good actually. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that was close. Oh no! Yeah, this one too. See, even though it's not highlighted, I guess because it's a gear, they all connect. Okay. That's pretty nice. We made it. I don't know if this had to be done for this part of the quest, or if I just kind of found a secret. Oh my god. Did we... Is this just going back? Or no? Okay, we literally made it to the shrine. I was like thinking for a sec there, oh, is that the Ganon that we saw at the beginning? Like the mummified Ganon? But that is not the case. That was actually how we had to find the shrine, I guess. Okay, what do we have here? We have our friend the construct, the steward construct. This is a crystal refinery. I can take your crystallized charges and use them to produce energy wells. Heck yeah! See, I knew it would be handy to buy as much as we could earlier. An energy well can increase the capacity of the energy cell you're carrying. This increased capacity will allow you to use Zonai devices for longer periods. I can produce these energy wells for you if you bring me crystallized charges. Shall I begin production? Or would you like to explain? Yeah, I mean, I guess we kind of know about them. Because we asked yesterday. Yeah, the crystallized charges are materials used in the creation of energy wells. They're made by processing zonite, which we did yesterday. Zonite can be excavated even in the mining cave on this island. Though there is very little left there, it is unlikely you'll find enough to produce an energy well. Oh, are you telling me I won't have enough? That's so sad. Greater concentrations can be found in the distant depths of the world below. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. That completes the explanation. Okay, well, let's see if we have enough. Okay. Yeah, 100. Wow, okay. So, like, it wasn't super easy to get 10. Like, well, I mean, it kind of was, but we still had to mine all of that stuff there, and, like, we probably got, like, 30 or more zonite. So if we need 100, that's quite a lot. It's not just trivial, I guess, to get this expansion. Okay. That's very cool. Good to know. Well, maybe... Is he on the map? Well, there's too much clutter here. Oh, he is on the map. Crystal Refinery. Okay, because otherwise I was going to map it, but... It's already done for us. It counts as like a shop. Nice. Okay, so let's just head to this fourth and final, hopefully, shrine of the Great Sky Islands. I'm curious to see if it's going to use all our abilities. The ability to rewind. Nope, it's just going to test recall. So we do have a fourth shrine for recall, that's kinda cool. It's just that instead of Roru just giving it to us, we had to get it from Zelda instead. Look at that. The rafts on the water make a comeback from Breath of the Wild. Alright. Oh. If we're efficient, we can use it on this one right away, so we don't have to wait. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Oh, what? Oh my god. Whoa! It just straight up falls from the waterfall. Okay, that's very cool. Is this a bonus? This looks like a bonus. So let's grab our little bonus chest. Which we get 10 arrows. Sure, I'll take that. Yeah, let's not take some fall damage. Look at that, it's already the end of the shrine. We're just that good. I mean, I don't really know what we have to do here. I'm guessing maybe we have to align them. I guess. I'm not even sure what that was about, but we did it. That was such a quick shrine. Felt very straightforward. Visitors to this shrine of light, that which imprisons and purifies the ancient evil. You have done well to reach this place. We offer this light that will cleanse you of evil. Alright, so we're gonna be able to get a heart container. I don't know, like it's interesting I guess, but they're kind of forcing you to get a heart container as your first upgrade. Which, you know, could be... I mean, it's a good way to gate off the progress, I guess, you know, you need one more heart to actually be able to jump down. Essentially forcing you in a somewhat natural way to complete all 4 shrines. Alright. May the light of blessing grant you the strength you seek. Okay, so we should be able to go back to the goddess statue now and actually get our heart, and I think that when we open those gates, we get to jump off in, to the, you know, Hyrule, essentially. So, we have an update, apparently. Which is interesting, because no one actually spoke of the update for once, but okay, if you offer them at... Okay, after going to the final shrine, you now have the 4 Light of Blessings. If you offer them to the goddess statue, you may regain enough strength to open the door. Okay. So, let's go out of here. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. There's gliders now this time. The first time, we, where did we dive off exactly the first time? Probably here, I guess? Maybe? It's, not super obvious where we were diving off the first time. But yeah, I guess probably here, or somewhere like that. Maybe here. I don't know. We essentially just dived in a pond, I think. That was really far down. Well, now I'm just doubting where we actually even landed. Did we land in here? Maybe? I mean, that would kind of make sense, but I don't remember how we got there. Okay. I mean, we can totally just climb back up and check. I'm kind of curious. Plus, maybe we missed out on some cool stuff. Oh, well, don't fall off. Well, actually, that's one thing I wanted to do. Because right now, I think the game prevents you from jumping off. And I kind of want to confirm that and test it. Because if later we unlock the ability to jump off, I mean, we'll never know. We'll never know if in the tutorial we could just freely jump off. Which I'm guessing we can't. Look at that. I don't know if we've explored this tree the first time around. I don't think we did. And look at that, there's a Korok here. See, I remember Nintendo posting about this tree on their Twitter a couple days ago. I didn't realize that the tree was literally right over where you start. Because they were like sharing the coordinates, and they're like telling you like, hey, check it out. You can find stuff with coordinates and share them with people. Which is cool, actually, that they added coordinates for such a big game. It's gonna make like tutorials so much easier and stuff too. Like, yeah, there's so much stuff. Look at that. We're literally... I don't know if this is literally the highest... look, there's just a big, like, huge orb over there. Wow. See, I can't even talk without getting distracted by some cool stuff, like, every 2 seconds. But, I don't know if this is, like, the highest point in the map. Like, it's hard to tell. Well, these ones go pretty high up, actually. So that's pretty impressive. But, yeah, seriously, I don't even know... Where did we jump off the first time? Because clearly we didn't go here. So there was just kind of an opening, I guess. I'm not too sure, but I'm just curious to find it. Okay. We don't need arrows to get this. Just an axe will kind of do it. So, yeah, these are the gliders. Yeah, we missed the birds again. Yeah, where did we jump off the first time? I'm curious, although we can find it, I guess. Because it's not that far out. We just gotta walk back here. Oh yeah, that's a bummer. We're gonna have to do this puzzle again if we want to check it. But, oh well, I don't care. I want to check it out. Plus, we could probably just fast travel to the Temple of Time, but I want to check out where we actually went to dive the first time. And, like, can we even dive the second time around? See, it's kind of funny how you can have, like, scripted jump spots. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's check it out. Because there's no way back from this. But we can also just, you know, fast travel back up there. So yeah, this is interesting. I didn't realize how far down in the island you had to go. And then you get here. And obviously the very cinematic look, it kind of feels like everything's been planned out for this jump. Especially with, is this like Goron Mountain? Where is that in the map? Oh, it's so far away, but yeah, it is probably Goron Mountain. But it's surprising you can just see it. It doesn't even look that far because you're so high up that the whole map, you can see the whole map pretty much. Which is wild. Absolutely wild. But, so our current location is we're under that bridge. And I guess maybe under here there's a hidden island that we can't even see, and that's where we were diving off. Because we can just jump down there again. I'm guessing it's not scripted. But that's very cool. You know what? I'm just gonna jump down again. I want to see it again. This time we have control of it, though. I mean, I guess we can die if we have control of it. Wow. Yeah, this time it's not scripted. It's probably faster, too, than the actual scripted kind of fall we had. But wow. Yeah, we can just go straight back down to where we first started our adventure. Just yesterday. I'm remembering just as if it was yesterday. Because it was. Okay. That's very cool. Anyways, we're gonna fast travel up there again in a sec. Because I do just want to check, you know, if we can actually just use the gliders up there. Oh no, why did we go this way? We're totally gonna drown. We can't go that way. I mean, that's good game design in a sense. I didn't realize that they oh no, we drowned. So where do we spawn? We do spawn back up here. That was my question yesterday, like if you drown in the opening pond, you just have to redo the intro cinematic all over again. That would be kind of hilarious. Okay, the other thing I wanted to check, so I'll actually save right here, is I wanted to like go down and, as I said, see if we can like fall. Like what happens if we fall in the sky. I'm guessing we can't go to the surface, so I don't know what'll happen. I don't know, it's hard to tell if we're actually controlling stuff or not so much. Can we just go down? What'll happen? See these waterfalls, they just stop after a while. Yeah, okay, there's like a zone where it's like, nope, you can't. Alright, and we just lose a heart. We don't even really get a game over for that. Alright, well that was worth checking out, just for fun. So anyways, enough getting sidetracked with testing stuff out. Let's go back to the Room of Awakening and just take a glider and actually continue the story as intended. Sorry, was just taking a sip of water or two. Gotta stay hydrated. And yeah, let's grab something to eat. We don't want to die now, that would be kind of embarrassing. Let's see. I like the changes to the menu. It definitely feels so much better. Like, look at that, like the settings are on the side, but casually the menu gets popped to the side for those settings. Very nice, okay. Anyways, let's use Ascend as we should. By the way, we just randomly unlocked a new ability after meeting with Zelda, which we didn't have before. It seems like it's just like a quick way to get to the map, if you want that. I mean, why not, right? I guess. That's interesting. Okay, so are we gonna get the paraglider real soon? That's what I want to know. But obviously we gotta go back to the Temple of Time, and we're finally gonna get some more story beats. Which, I'm all for that, because, as I said, mummified Ganon was awakened, Link's arm was destroyed, the castle rose to the sky, and other than that, we literally don't know anything. Okay. So we can, let's start by fusing a fan. Because, I mean, why not, right? We have a lot. We can travel further. Here we go. Hopefully there wasn't just a free one lying around. Nope. They want you to use it without fans, but I'm just over here already using them with all the stuff. Oh, it's stuck on the tree branch. There we go. See, these launch pads are kind of cool, actually. Here we go. I don't know where, though. Okay, well, the Sky Islands are still there, but we can see so much more of Hyrule for some reason. There's way less clouds than previously. Look at that. Like, there's a bunch... Well, there's not even that many Sky Islands. They feel pretty, pretty sporadic, although maybe a lot of them are lower. But, like, this is obviously a very big one. Is that Mount Hebra right there? Like, there's a big Sky Island. So I guess all these mountains, they're actually not part of the world. Yeah, that's like a big Sky Island. But maybe there's, like, no other massive big ones. They might just all be small little chunks after that. What's going on? What's going on? Why is it glowing green? I'm concerned. Oh no. What's gonna happen? No! Oh my god. Okay, well, we activated dive mode. That'll work. Oh my god, my fan! It just fell out of the sky. Look at that, that's good aim. I didn't know the gliders had limited range. That's kind of unfortunate. But we made it exactly to where we had to be. So yeah, we didn't need a fan. We had so much range. They just fly forever. Okay, but back to the Temple of Time. Alright. Here we are. Time to finally open the gate. Again, those clouds, like, they're hiding something. That's some story sequence waiting to happen over there. Okay, time for recall. Maybe we're using it a bit early, but who cares? Oh yeah, okay. It's interesting, because if the gears are connected, then it affects the whole thing, but when they're not, you gotta pay attention. Look at that, now it's glowing, because it just knows that we have enough to use it now. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their lights of blessing. In exchange for 4 lights of blessing, I will grant you power. Okay, and we only have the chance for a heart container now, of course, for the story. I shall grant you the power you seek. Okay, so this sequence is pretty much all the same, but magically all of a sudden the goddess accepts blessings of light instead of spirit orbs. See, it's kind of interesting, maybe, because in the first game we were weak, and we got more powerful. And in this one, whenever you get an upgrade, you kind of get the look that, oh, the evil is going away from you. So it's not that you're weak, it's that you're being diminished by all that evil energy. So Link is still fully maxed out health inside, really, but he just has a negation effect on him. Go and bring peace to the world. I think it used to say go and bring peace to Hyrule, but I guess there's more than Hyrule now, so it's the world. Okay, so we can finally open the gate. Let's do it. And we gotta push to hold. It's finally gonna do it. And again, we get those little, like, dragons, like the circular thing that's kind of common with Tears of the Kingdom, apparently. So what's on the other side? Is this just inviting us to dive into Hyrule? Or will Zelda be there as we had hoped? Well, my hand's glowing again, so that might be a good sign.
Ah, good. I see you have managed to open the door. You haven't fully recovered yet, but that is to be expected. You were almost beyond saving. By visiting the shrines and receiving their blessings, you have mitigated some of the corruption's effects. Though our time together has been brief, I am so happy that we finally met.
Oh, are you not gonna help me back on the surface?
You are exactly as Zelda said.
Isn't Roru supposed to know me already, though?
Everything I can for her.
Because that's what Mummified Ganon said.
Now it is up to you.
He said, like, what? Roru put your faith in you? Oh no. He really is just gone. Gotta appreciate how both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they both start with like a ghost leading you. Okay, what do we have? After you offered 4 lights of blessing, the goddess statue purged gloom from your body. You're far from being restored to your former full vitality, but it was enough to open the door. Roru said he'd done all he could for Zelda, and that now it was up to you. He then vanished, leaving you alone with the temple's final altar. Perhaps his parting words will soon be clear. Okay. Let's go check it out. No pressure, but we can easily fall off here. Okay. Oh, well, we can ascend, I suppose, right? Yep. What do we have at the final altar? I guess we gotta go down here and descend again. We woke up the restless crickets who are floating in the sky this high up. Alright, what do we get? That's like the Fi sound effect. Is Fi part of the Master Sword in this game? Well, that's like unexpected. What's gonna happen? What's going on? Well, this is interesting. They have some sort of connection there. And it's also partially restored now. So we finally get to see where Zelda's at now. Of course, Link doesn't really know. Oh. The dragon? Of the game? I don't know if something is bad. Like, is something bad gonna happen? Like, hey. Yeah, it's just kind of arbitrarily telling us, look at that cool dragon. And also, you know, most of the clouds are going away.
Link, must find me.
Alright, so Zelda can still kind of talk to us, so to speak. And that's it. That kind of just happened for no reason, but we can finally get a better view of the surface. Less clouds and more stuff to do. And honestly, it's kind of surprising. There's nothing too ceremonious about just jumping off. It's like, hey, you're here, just jump off. Okay, no, but seriously, what does it say? So find Princess Zelda. You didn't find Princess Zelda on the sky, where you awoke. When you touched the light of the Temple of Time, you felt her presence, however faintly, as a voice rang out in your mind. Link, you must find me. Where is Princess Zelda? Was there anything more she was trying to tell you? We don't know. And now we get this new quest, to the Kingdom of Hyrule. At the Temple of Time, you saw the Master Sword vanish into a mysterious light. A white dragon then rose into the sky, parting the sea of clouds. You're sure you heard Princess Zelda say, Link, you must find me. Head to the land below to look for clues to her whereabouts. There's no faster way to do that than to dive bravely from the Sky Island. Okay, well, we don't have her paraglider still, which is interesting in a way. So this is kind of where they placed me, because there is a lake conveniently placed there. And we just see the castle right now. I don't know if, like, usually we would do this during the daytime, or if it's always nighttime when this happens. But yeah, I mean, we can fast travel up here, so I guess there's no good reason to not go there. Also, you know, the map used to default on the size of the Great Sky Island, but now it's just big, and you realize, yep, this is a kind of like Great Plateau sized, so to speak. So I'm curious, if I don't think the districts are the same size as before. They're probably not the same delimitations as before. Otherwise, we would see the Great Plateau, but I suppose the Great Plateau is kind of like, you know, roughly in the same area of the map. Maybe a little bit more to the side here, but that's about it. Before we dive, actually, can we see the Great Plateau? Because obviously this isn't that. The Great Plateau would probably be there, but they kind of made it purposefully hidden by clouds still. Actually, most of the regions are still hidden, other than this convenient one where we have to go. Anyways, no time like the present, I suppose. Let's go for it. Let's go for Hyrule. I'm not sure if I should aim for the pond there, or that one there. See, this is very interesting, though, because just the fact that you get to choose where you dive, it means that, you know, you're actually picking, like, you're starting off already in a fairly different spot to other people, potentially. I'm just mapping out some shrines, a stable. Like, why not? Maybe I'm ruining the cinematic experience, but this is a great opportunity to actually, like, see some stuff that we need. So we could have gone for the smaller lake, maybe. This one seems more interesting, though. And, you know, they were nice to place a ton of lily pads so that we can't drown, regardless of which lake we choose, pretty much. And we already see the new kind of towers, essentially. They look pretty different than before. And there's even a shrine on a sky island. I mean, I guess why not, right? Because, I mean, we just got 4 shrines on the Great Sky Island where we were, but why not? Why not indeed? So we finally made it. The surface of Hyrule, we're back after 6 years. Hyrule Kingdom. But yeah, no, it is interesting, as I said, you know, that we get to pick our starting location. somewhat. Of course, you gotta be in diving range of it, but yeah, like, I'm starting here, somebody could be starting over there. It feels good to be back. The Sky Islands have a particular vibe. Oh, look at that, there's already stuff falling from the sky. It's kind of wild, like, we don't even really have a huge quest right now. We're just kind of here. We've been dropped into Hyrule with little to do, little context. We've got our familiar faces over there. There's a shrine over there with a stable, actually. Oh, I mapped that one on my way back. Okay, we can change map layers. That is very useful. Yeah, because we actually can't access the sky. Nice! Okay, so we mapped that one, and we gotta go there, to the Kingdom of Hyrule. Well, I mean, at least that's the name of the quest, but... that's very cool, okay. Is this like a fallen debris kind of thing? Like, if I were to use recall on it, would it go up? Maybe I have to be closer. No, this isn't one of them. I mean, obviously this kind of still looks like debris from the sky, but not necessarily the one of the recall variety. Okay, yeah, let's go to the stable. It seems like a good place to start. I know we have to go on the other end, but like, why not? Why not get a stable and a free shrine right away? Plus, I want to know, like, what sort of shrine puzzles we actually have in this game, once it's not like the sort of shrine puzzles that are tutorialized for specifically stuff like recall and stuff. This is interesting. I mean, obviously it's a bunch of building materials, but it looks like a stage. Hyrule Restoration Materials. Use this materials cache for all of your building needs. Come find us if you'd like a dream home. Hudson Construction. Yeah, okay, we find Hudson Construction right away. Still in business, I see. I don't know if, like, Terrytown is still there in its, like, built form. But it's nice, you know? Just, they found a way. They found a way to, like, give you an excuse to just build a pile of stuff. And, like, yeah, there's just a pile of stuff lying around there. We've got some Hyrule herbs. Well, why not, right? Let's make the best of Tears of the Kingdom. Why not start building our wheels, which is... And, I mean, we can attach a fan to it. We can't really, use the vehicle, though, I suppose. Because, like, how would you actually, you know, operate it? Like, I don't know if we have everything we need to actually build a vehicle. Because I'm not sure how the wheels work, but maybe they just do. I mean, I guess they do just work, because it's already rolling down the hill. Oh, man. Okay. I mean, I don't think we need anything else. I'm just gonna have fun and put a fan on it. Nice. Look at that. We're riding in style. We can't control it though. So, don't mind me. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky. There's literally nothing we can do. Well, we can get this, oh man. Oh man. Okay. A Hylian shroom. Oh, it's gone all the way back down. Okay, let's just, you know, as cars do, let's put it this way. This is literally the most inefficient way to go to the stable, considering we can't control this thing. It's literally just for fun. More building materials over there. Okay, well, we may as well bring our car over there. I guess like when we unlock auto build or something, it'll be useful. Oh, yeah, I should stop this. I don't know if this will still be there after we go to the shrine. This is the Tajikat's shrine. Okay. And this, I'm not sure which stable it is. I'm not even sure. Actually, yeah, this is probably the stable that was near Hyrule Castle in the first game. Just, it feels so weird to be near Hyrule Castle, because I feel like with the Guardians in Breath of the Wild, we would always avoid that area. And really didn't explore it that much, so it's kind of cool to be dropped in the center, actually. But let's see what this shrine has to offer now that it's not one of the tutorial ones. I'm curious to see. So building with logs. Okay. Should be simple enough. We just have one log. Do we just climb it? I'm guessing we do. Okay, that wasn't so smooth, but I mean, it works out. Oh, what do we want to do here? Maybe let's take the third log. Because we just gotta, like, climb this slope thing. So I'm just gonna build, like, a triangular kind of thing. And, well, this is kind of poorly attached, isn't it? Yeah, this should be good enough. A simple triangular bridge. Oh, okay, I didn't realize I put it there, but that's actually a probably better way to do it. Did I miss a treasure chest? You never know if there's like a bonus or anything. Doesn't seem like it. I'm just gonna reuse my bridge. Seems easier than building new ones, to be honest. The thing with Ultra Hand is, of course, you spend so much time just kind of bringing stuff over. Oh, don't make me fall. Okay, now what? I think this is where we just build a really long bridge. Okay, don't fall over. That's not so good. Luckily, these are cleaner cut logs of wood than trying to chop trees and having, like, to try to make it kind of work. Oh, there's a lot of logs over here. See, this is straightforward, so it's kind of a more tedious puzzle than anything, to be honest, but... let's make it kind of stable. Okay. We're almost done. Just casually building this structure. And we didn't have to do it double wide, but it's gonna make it much easier for Link to walk on. Yeah, look at that. Straightforward, and we just have a structure. Oh, now we actually have to build like a raft of some kind. I mean, you could just swim across, I suppose. But I guess they're assuming that you have no stamina. That's good enough to make it at this point in the game, but I suppose if you have your stamina maxed out, you could straight up just swim across. Okay. Let's build a raft with some fans. Doesn't have to be too fancy. I mean, we can make it 4 wide, because why not? But we don't really need anything else. So this shrine is not very complicated. It just feels like spending a lot of time building straightforward stuff together. Yeah, okay, speaking of that... Oh, maybe we do need a build. Maybe that's why they have current. Because I was like, oh, you could just swim across if you have enough stamina, but maybe not. Okay, so let's get that chest. What's inside? A spiky shield, but literally they're giving me one. I had to build my own last time, but you know, it's surprising that they give you fused stuff actually. Especially when it's like goofy fused stuff. Okay. Is there anything on the other side? I don't think so. But it's kind of hard to tell actually. Nope, there's nothing here. It's kind of... I can't really move my raft anymore. See, I can still swim, so maybe you could do it with a lot of stamina. Okay, goodbye raft, we've lost you. But we don't need you anymore. So let's just grab our Blessing of Light. Or Light of Blessing, I'm not sure. They have a weird order to phrase it in. I don't know if they're always the same statue, because it was kind of cool in Breath of the Wild how the monks, they had different poses, you know, to make it a bit interesting. And I don't know if they always said the exact same thing. But yeah, maybe this cutscene is just longer overall. Which is why you can just skip it, but oh well. Gotta appreciate it once in a while. Still early on in the game. Alright. So we got the Blessing of Light. May the Light of Blessing... Okay, so Light of Blessing. Yeah, it's gonna help us. I don't know if we should go for stamina or hearts in this game. That's always the question, but I assume that there's still the statue where you can swap them, although I guess you have to pay for that, so... Ideally, it's better to make up your mind in the first place. Alright. So now let's... Oh, I was curious, yeah. So no, if you go in a shrine, my beautiful creation of a car is just gone. And what's over here? Is this more building materials? Is this how they found the excuse to just have materials lying around? Is they just say that it's for Hudson construction and rebuilding Hyrule? I'm curious what the context, right? Because in the opening cutscene where Link and Zelda were just casually exploring, was Hyrule essentially just totally fine? And, like, now, how long has it been since the castle has risen to the ground? Has it just been like a day? Or was I knocked out for like a long time? That's kind of what's unclear. But I guess we're gonna have to find out as the story progresses and we just kind of learn more about the lore. Riverside Stable, so I think this is probably the same place as before. And we find Beetle right away. Hey there! Are you a fellow traveler on your journey of life? It's me, Beetle! If you forget, my beetle-shaped pack is right here to remind you. Wow. In this topsy-turvy world, there's only one direction to go, forward. So when I travel, it's forward all the way. I can sell you bugs of the highest quality, and if you need anything else on your life journey, I can sell you that too. Short on rupees? Don't worry, I'll buy anything you don't want weighing you down. And what better way to lighten up that than sell your rocks? Gemstones in particular fetch a high price. Well, what'll it be? Okay, what do you got? So we've got arrows, okay. And we have quite a bit of arrows, so we don't really need any of your stuff right now. I just wanted to talk with my friend Beetle after all these years. Alright. Well, that was a nice chat. Oh, when will they arrive? Recipe, recipe, recipe. Oh, I can't wait. Ah, excuse me, I was lost in thought. There's a group of gourmets who frequent our stable, and they always teach me new recipes to cook. And the recipe for our next session is a dish devised by Princess Zelda herself. I'm so excited I can't even sit still. See, I think that this is the stable where in Breath of the Wild they would give you a quest to go hunt for kind of recipe-related stuff in Hyrule Castle, and that's where you would get the Royal Guard armor, which I never actually got in Breath of the Wild, but there was definitely some guy at this stable, I think, who was really into food and recipes and stuff. Okay, let's see what's in the issue of the Lucky Clover Gazette. Freezing temperatures bring feathery shivers to the Rito. Rito Village is facing a food shortage as cold winds make travel to the village dangerous for residents and visitors alike. That's awful. It sounds like anyone's trying to get to Rito Village needs to prepare themselves for harsh freezing weather. I mean, that was to be expected. That was always the case. What are they talking about? It was always snowy and stuff. There's so much to read. Okay, yeah, you're gonna say the same thing. Other stories. Oh, now this is interesting. The Lucky Clover Gazette is here for you. Lucky Clover Gazette has opened its offices in Rito Stable. Any eager new journalists are encouraged to apply. Okay, so that stable has become a newspaper company then. Just when you thought you'd seen everything. See, that's interesting. Already a bunch of little twists and turns from Breath of the Wild. If I'm ever near Rito Village, I might just drop by and see what this is all about. There's so much to read in these newspapers. Is it going to be the same thing? Yep, okay. Heh, you really can learn about the world in a place like this. I really love the Lucky Clover Gazette. Though it does seem like they're short-staffed, I bet I could be a journalist. Alright, Bruso. There's so much materials, they really are just lying around. There's straight up like a carriage here, though. That's pretty interesting. And look, there's these rocks, but they're kind of spiky. We can probably fuse them with some stuff. And Hylian tomato. Well, that's new. They just have straight up tomatoes in this. That's exciting. See, I'm checking everywhere around the stable before actually going inside. Like, what do you have here? Riverside Stable well. There's a well, and it goes... Oh my god, I didn't want to go down. I guess we're down now. I guess we're down in this well. Because they used to have wells. I feel like I should have talked to the guy before going down here, though. Because I feel like he would have warned me or something. Because what's actually in here? I don't know. There's a chest. I guess that's the goal. It looks like nothing, and then you look at it. Okay, so this pretty much works like Magnesis, where we can find out about everything. Rusty Halberd. Okay, what do we have? Anything we can get rid of? I actually don't think it's worth it right now. What is this? A bright cap. A mushroom that grows in caves and contains luminescent enzymes. Okay, glowing effect to anyone who eats it. So that's a new type of effect, I guess. That's pretty exciting. And look, we're just like supposed to build stuff here, I suppose. Like just some sort of platform so that we can grab that thing. But you know what, we're gonna keep things super simple. I'm gonna build a triangle because it doesn't seem like we need that much height. Let's see. We can probably just do something like that and get the chest. Did I do it? Yeah, okay. What's inside? See, now the chests don't look like Zonai, they just kind of look like chests. We have a lot of axes. Like, they're cool and all, but we want variety too, I suppose. Okay. So we got a throwing spear, it's better than the halberd over there. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything more that I should be using. We get an apple. I don't know, just a little well, but there isn't really much inside. It's just more the novelty of, like, finding, I guess, that you can go inside the well in the first place. But it is a sign of things to come, without spoiling too much. Zorelia, I'll protect you. Something, something woods, legendary sword. Okay, interesting. He's just, like, talking about the master sword or something. 10 arrows, that's pretty good. And we still get the soup ladle, which is surprisingly powerful. The pot lid. Interesting. I don't know, could we use the soup ladle in previous games? Probably, right? Or was... I just forget if it was introduced in like Hyrule Warriors, or if it was just kind of a meme, because like the soup ladle was a pre-order bonus in Hyrule Warriors, which was pretty funny. Okay, so we've checked all this out. There's so much shrines that I see, it's super fun. You can always see a shrine. Alright. Still up and about after sundown, hey? Welcome to my stable. We deal in all things horse-related. We also double as an inn. It seems you're not a member yet. Our stable uses the Stable Association's membership system, so you'll need to register if you want to use it. May I ask for your name? Link. Alright, Mr. Link. There. You're all signed up. Now, would you like to me to tell you about the stable system? Sure. I don't know why I'm going through all these, because technically we do know, but whatever. Allow me to explain. Also, like, obviously Link isn't technically new to this world, so it should carry over for Breath of the Wild, but, you know, obviously, I guess new game and all, you have to assume someone hasn't played the first game. You can board your horse companions with us and then summon them as you please from our network of stables. So the first thing we should do is get a horse. You may have come across wild horses during your travels. If you catch one and ride it here to register it, it'll become your horse companion. There's a limit to how many horses you can board, but we're able to swap them in and out as you please. Once again, welcome to our stable. If you catch a wild horse and bring it here, you can register it. If you want to lodge with us, please visit the counter inside. Okay. I don't really want to know about catching horses, but that should be good. Heyo, we got Master Pig in chat. How's it going? How's the day been? We're finally here, we're on the surface of Hyrule. Okay, I completely forgot to explain how pony points work. Oh, well that's new, so I do want to know. That's right, it's a reward system you can use at stables. In short, every time you use a service, you get points. No matter what stable you go to, you can get points for lodging there, registering a horse, stuff like that. Now then, as this is your first time of Riverside Stable, you get a pony point. Okay, so pony points card. Using a stable earns points. Collecting points grants you reward, and points needed for the next reward are 2 points. Okay. Save up points to earn a wagon load of wonderful rewards, and you and your horse companion for you and your horse companions. Did I get the paraglider yet? Nope. I'm not sure how far in the game we have to go for that, but it is interesting because Breath of the Wild, you took it for granted, and we still don't have it. I still haven't done the first like quest waypoint that they tell you after you jump the Great Sky Island. I haven't gone for it yet. We're still nearby, so like we're checking out this stable, and I'll probably go to that waypoint right after. So you can trade your pony points for prizes at the ledger counter over there. Check out the ledger for prize details, member rules, and other information. See, I am happy to see something's actually new with the stables. I'm gonna check the pony point stuff. Okay. Let's read the ledger. This book contains useful member information for those who've registered with the Stable Association. Points and rewards. You need 2 points to receive the towing harness. Oh, that's nice. I want to be able to tow that carriage that's right out there. Remember, you can also check your pony point card. Okay. It's kind of a bummer that it's just like a text menu. I was hoping for like an actual kind of full screen kind of menu. Okay. What does the ledger say? This book contains useful member information. Oh, what? Oh, I guess receive reward. But I don't have enough. Oh yes, I'll be right with you. 2 more points. Okay, so 2 more points after the one I have. You'll receive a towing harness. Okay. So I should just sleep at the inn. What does he have? Oh, he has a diary? Oh, that's so cool. I'm assuming you won't say the same thing. I just was curious if he was gonna comment on his diary right there. And look at that, we still have recipe cards. And they're still just decorations. I wish you could interact with them and like save them. But you know, it's telling you... I don't know if it's telling you... I don't know, like, is it telling you to use a bottle? Or does it make a bottle with the crab stuff? I don't know. What do we have here? Work in progress, do not touch the proprietor. Okay. So there's more cool stuff, look at that! There's new types of characters that honestly look more, like, I guess different than, like, they felt pretty generic for the most part in Breath of the Wild, and this is kind of a new feeling character.
Hi.
Lika! Oh, good evening! You lost? If you're looking for a town or village around here, try Lookout Landing. It's just south of Hyrule Castle. Yeah, and that's obviously where we have to go. But that's a brand new place, essentially. Master Pig says you just have to do the waypoint to get it. Yeah, okay. So you get it shortly after, essentially. Hey, we got Matt saying hello! I finally got Majora's Mask. Oh, heck yeah! That's exciting. It's gonna be I don't know. I'm guessing it's gonna be a while until I get it, because in Breath of the Wild it was DLC, so it wasn't too bad. I mean, I guess you still had to play most of the game, but I want Majora's Mask. It's kind of part of my brand. I need it. But luckily, they were able to reprint the Majora's Mask amiibos from Zelda 30th anniversary, so I got that, so we can get the Majora's Mask paraglider. That's really cool. Anyways, you'll be able to see the tower from a ways off. Can't miss it. There are lots of monsters around these days, so watch out. I was saying this earlier, I'm curious, like, maybe Master Pig or Matt, you'll have some ideas on that, but it is kinda cool, as I said, that you're not given too much direction at the start. Like, you're jumping off the island and a lot of people are gonna start off at slightly different points in the map. Like, okay, they're not super far away, but it's kinda cool, right? Because not everyone's gonna have the first starting off point in Hyrule, so I think that's really neat. Okay, he's just walking in with his newspaper. He's like very committed to like walking in reading. It's kind of funny. Oh, but he just instantly fell asleep. Ah, gotta love it. Oh, is that a blood moon? Oh my god, there's a blood moon. We haven't even been here one day. That's a rough way to start off in Hyrule. But I guess many days have passed in the Great Sky Island. I can't believe it. Literally blood moon, like the first night in Hyrule. That's rough. Okay, we're gonna see what happens. Luckily, we literally hadn't defeated a single enemy.
Witness the blood moon's rise.
A new cutscene to explain it, though.
When its red glow shines upon the land, the endless spirits of slain monsters return to flesh. Just as they did in a war long past. The world is threatened once again.
Okay, so new cutscene for that. That's kind of cool. We're probably not gonna see it again in full. Usually it's like the shortened version. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Let's see. Yeah, Matt says, you could maybe get it if you cheesed it a bit. Yeah, I don't really care though. Because especially, like, I'm assuming it still has that effect of, like, having enemies be friendly to you, and that's, you know, that kind of ruins the fun of the game somewhat, so even if it's cool to have it because it's on brand, it might make the adventure a little bit less fun, so I can't complain. To be honest, the only thing you need for Majora's Mask is good weapons and some skill, and Master Pig says, like, those requirements are pretty crazy. But it seems like every quest, there's just more to it, more steps, which can be fun, I guess. But who knows? Master Pig says, I don't have good weapons or skill. Oh no. Blood moons happen more common in this game. Really? They used to be a timer, but I don't know if that timer exists the same way anymore. Yeah, it used to be like once every 7 in-game days, I think. So yeah, I don't know how it works now. I don't know how they explain it, like, story-wise, too. Matt says, hope to finish Xenoblade Chronicles 1 tomorrow. It's a great game. Finally got around to it. Because I think, like, when it first started, you were saying, like, oh, I'm not so sure. Yeah, it's probably one of those games that it takes a bit of time to really get sold on it, maybe. But that's pretty good, so you're playing, like, Tears of the Kingdom and Xenoblade, like, 2 big games in parallel. Matt says I did the duplication glitch. It's very easy for some reason. Yeah, I won't try that. I want to play legit. Based opinion. Matt says Dunban is cool character, and Riki, they're both my favorite characters. Shulk is there, lol. Yeah, I feel that, I guess, but I haven't really played it, so I can't comment too much. Master Pig is the bigger Xenoblade fan here. I got good at the end. Okay. Anyways, what was I gonna do? I was gonna sleep at the stable, not because I really want to. There's a lightning storm coming too, so I guess we'll skip out on that. But I want to get my my pony points. Okay. Because I really want to be able to carry, like, carriages around. What's a Melania bed? Was it always called that? If you sleep in the Melania bed, not only will the bed make you more energized, Melania, the horse god, may also share a mystical message. This makes it a very popular choice. Okay, this is new, because I think it used to be called like a regular bed and a soft bed, and the soft bed would give you a little bit of extra hearts. We don't offer such luxury to just anyone, only customers with at least 7 pony points. Oh, dang. I'm liking this new pony point idea. They changed up stuff to be fun. You don't have the necessary funds. Yeah, I'm poor, I've got 0 rupees. Beetle, I gotta sell you a gem just so I can sleep here. Okay. So, okay, that's a good amount of money, I suppose. And these are like 30. These are a bit more common, so let's just sell 2 of those. Alright. Yeah, I'm really liking the new menus. Like, I didn't not like the menus in Breath of the Wild, but you just kind of see the little quality of life improvements they did to that, and you can just appreciate it a whole lot more. Okay, so regular bed for 20 rupees. When would you like to be woken up? Let's just do morning. That's really cool though. Cause I heard people say this on Twitter, but like, you know, why would you ever pay for that? To sleep at an inn when there's like so many other ways? The good news is, if you get pony points, I'm all on board. I'll come sleep at your inn like every night. Okay, good morning, did you sleep well? As thanks for lodging with us, we present you with 1 point. Nice. Now we just need 1 more point. So if we can like board a horse... Oh, we didn't skip out on the lightning actually, it's still here. Okay. I should have stayed longer. I feel like we just came... Oh my god, we came back down here and like... You know, we got a blood moon and now lightning and stuff, and wow, it just never ends. The fire's been out. We're open, rain or shine. Oh, and because it's raining, we can't actually just sit at the fire and skip time. How terrible is that? It's not good weather. Not a good time to be here. Let's see. Master Pig says Xenoblade 2 is the ultimate test. Yeah, exactly. Matt says I'll rush through Xenoblade 2 if I hate it. Oh, I missed some stuff earlier. Master Pig says, I like the entire cast, but Xenoblade has my favorite cast, or Xenoblade 3. Yeah, like, I feel like that's the one I would like the best. But I don't know if, like, if I were to start the series, I don't know if I should start with, like, the 3rd one, because I feel like I would like it the best, or if I should still go through the whole thing. It's hard to say. I think you said last time on a stream that you were here, though, that 3's not so connected, or at least you can appreciate it by its own until the DLC where you really can't. So, I don't know. Stuff to think about, I guess. One is probably the weakest writing-wise. Okay. So 2's better writing-wise, is what you're saying. It's a Wii game, it makes sense. I don't know why a Wii game would mean bad writing, but first game in a series, sure. You're just hating on, like, Wii games for no reason. Like, well, I don't think the console has anything to do with the story, but oh, you're gonna start Xenoblade 2 right after? That's cool. Tales of Vesperia, yeah. Matt says, I'm recording every game I play. It has a lot of good points. Like, I don't play games till late at night anymore, but I do have a lot of content now. Yeah, that's a good idea. If it works well for you, then yeah, keep at it. Xenoblade 2 is good, but I personally find its opening hours quite weak, yeah. Chapter 1 and 3 is eh, and then 7 to 10 are completely different levels. Probably the whole thing, which is what I'm doing. Okay, I don't like Mario Galaxy. Yeah, well that's one game though. It's not like the Wii itself. Oh, what are you doing here? Oh no, I wanted to see his song, because I was like kind of hearing that in the background as I was talking, and I'm like, is he doing one of the Tears of the Kingdom songs that we heard? And I think he was, but sadly it's 8 AM and people are running away. Luckily, it's no longer actually raining. So before I get a horse, I do want to check a thing that I said I would do, which is check the amiibos. And we're here, just like in Breath of the Wild at a stable, where we check all the amiibos. So I've got all my Zelda amiibos here, literally all of them, except for technically 3, because I haven't unboxed the Majora's Mask one that I just got recently, and same for the new Tears of the Kingdom one, I haven't unboxed that one yet. And I also haven't unboxed my Skyward Sword Loftwing, because I don't know, I just thought it looked cool in box, and I don't even have Skyward Sword on the Switch yet, so I was just keeping it there. But now that I have this game, I'll have to like unbox him soon. So all the amiibo, but those 3 we can test out, and those ones we'll test out in a future stream. But, you know, kind of like I guess we did back in Breath of the Wild, I kind of want to start off with checking if we can use okay, so it's going to tell us about the amiibo. This is our beautiful amiibo segment where we're going to check out what the Zelda amiibos do in Tears of the Kingdom. And as I said, I'm going to start off with good old-fashioned first ever released amiibo, which is Twilight Princess Link from Super Smash Bros., which the quality of the amiibo is vastly different than the quality you get nowadays. But I don't know if you still get Epona. You do still get Epona, and that's kind of why I wanted to do it. At the same time, I always go like, oh, you know, should I really just get Epona for free at the start of every playthrough I do? Maybe I'll like I still want Epona. Maybe I'll force myself to use a different horse this time around though. We'll have to see, but I was curious, and that's why I always check this out at a stable. But yeah, you do still get Epona. And I think Epona has full like response already. Okay. Link, welcome to our stable. If you catch a wild horse and bring it here, you can register it. Please visit the inside if you want to lodge. Now, how can I help? Let's register. I'm kind of far away, I'm sorry. Your horse will be in good hands. New horse, are you sure you want to register? See, like, yeah, it's max bond already. It feels like the cheap way to have, like, this amiibo, to be honest, but it's nice to have Epona. But as I said, maybe we'll try to actually, you know, tame a proper horse. Then again, this game has less importance on a horse, but, like, horses in general, because, you know, there's all this other cool stuff, but, you know, we get the perfect horse, essentially, when we scan in this amiibo, because it's, like, a gentle temperament, max bond already, max everything. I think, unless there's maybe, like, 5 stars for some of them, so you might be able, if you're really lucky, to get something better. But, yeah, that's probably about it. Okay, normally we charge 20 rupees, but we've got a special promotion going on right now, so you can register your first horse for free. Since you're registering, a new horse will add 1 point to your pony points. And this is why, like the other reason why I did that is just so I can actually get the reward right away. Oh, it looks like you've got some points saved up, Link. If you want to get your reward, step up to the side counter where I keep the ledger, then call me over. Okay, please enter your name for your horse. Hang on. This is Epona, the horse of legend. What are you thinking? Trying to rename a horse of legend? It'd be disrespectful, not to mention confusing. So Epona it is? You can still change it, apparently, but Epona's good. Name registered. You want to take it with you or board it? Let's take it. Let's keep it around. It's not going anywhere, it has max bond. that concludes the registration. Okay. So for instance, you can change your horse's gear, its saddle, and so forth. It's actually kind of cool because I think those mains and stuff, like, you would already have them by default in Breath of the Wild, so, you know, why not make you work for it, I guess. Not a bad idea. I'm all for it. Speaking of which, do you know about whistling? If you get separated from your horse, you can whistle and it'll come running. Yep, okay. But your horse isn't magic. It can't hear you if you're too far away, so do keep that in mind. Come back again anytime. Alright. So we got Epna right off the bat. I don't know if I'll regret this decision or not. Because amiibos, like, you gotta be careful, right? Because you're pretty much getting stuff for free. But, I don't know. I want to test them out. I'm always excited. Plus, that gear's really cool, like the gear you get from all of them. Again, do I want them early game? It's hard to say, but we're gonna try them out because I was curious. Let's see. Matt says, but I love Brawl. Smash Bros. Brawl? Yeah, I mean, it's not a story-based game, but yeah. As I said, it has nothing to do with the console, if the story's good or not. Of course, like, okay, I'll agree with you, like, okay, an NES game won't have, like, the most in-depth narrative, but, you know, some do, actually, so you never know. Story is pretty basic if you do it right. Mario Galaxy rocks, in my opinion, says Master Pig. It was pretty good. The second time around, like, when I played it on Switch, I enjoyed it more. It's still, like, pretty low on my Mario list, personally. Just because I'm not a huge fan of the flow. It feels kind of tedious. Like, I don't get much joy out of it. It kind of feels like, oh, this is a good game. I'm forcing myself to go through it, though, so to speak. It's kind of weird. It's hard to explain. I think, like, Matt and me probably have similar feelings about Galaxy, probably. Matt says the music is great in Galaxy. Yes, that's right, though. But I do not like the levels because they're boring. Yeah, I get the same feeling, you know? I don't find that much joy playing Galaxy. I kind of play it to see the end, if that makes sense. Like, you kind of... you force yourself to play it, whereas, for example, Tears of the Kingdom, you force yourself to stop playing it. Okay. I should finish the Celeste DLC. I thought you beat Celeste. Or is there just so much DLC that I thought you had 100%ed everything? Or is this like new Celeste stuff? Are they still doing that? Is that how you pronounce Epona? I think so. Oh, how do you pronounce it? Because Master Pig says that he pronounces it differently. You say Epona? Epona? Okay, I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, Epona. That might make sense, because I'm trying to think about back in Ocarina of Time, and, like, maybe. I don't know. Imagine having horses in game with cars. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, maybe it's not as big of a deal to just get Epona for free in this game, because are you even gonna use them? I sure am, if I can pull around this carriage, and that's why I wanted to, like, sleep here and get a horse right away, just to get my pony points and immediately have access to those carriages. I don't know how to explain how I pronounce it. Yeah, fair enough, that's, like, tricky to try to do in chat. I'm forcing myself through Galaxy. Exactly. The end of Galaxy is cool. Yeah, it's like one of those games where it's good enough that you want to beat the whole thing, but it's not like, you know, you're playing it to play it. Like, to me, it's kind of like how I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn last year, where, you know, okay, it's a good enough game that I want to go through it, I want to see the story, but I'm not having the most crazy amount of fun, like, in the moment-to-moment gameplay. So it's not like, oh my god, I'm dying to play this, it's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna play this to continue the story. And it's kind of funny to compare that for Mario, which has barely any story, but it still kind of feels the way it is. The game of Galaxy is cool. I beat 100%, but not the DLC. Ah, okay, that makes sense. It's free DLC though, right? Because is the DLC like the Seasides, pretty much? I haven't played that game yet, but it's been sitting on my Switch since 2018. Like, I beat all the levels of the Celeste, but the Farewell chapter is something else. Yeah, you're right, okay. That makes sense. Anyways, we have a lot of amiibo to get through here, so let's go on to our second amiibo. Let me just reorganize my desk. I'm gonna have two piles, the one that I tried and the ones that I haven't. So, the second one is the most interesting one, in my opinion, and it is the Wolf Link amiibo. And for those who know, the Wolf Link amiibo straight up spawned in Wolf Link in Breath of the Wild. And, I don't know if it still does that. I don't think so. I haven't heard anyone do that. So I'm pretty convinced they removed that. And indeed, it looks like you just get a ton of meat. Take that the way you will, considering I just scanned in Wolf Link. But that's probably the biggest downgrade. Like, I will say the Wolf Link amiibo functionality was very much based on the fact that it was for Wii U back in the day. And, you know, Twilight Princess HD for Wii U had come out not long ago, and they said, we want some cross-promotion for the Wii U people. Because, well, technically it was going to be a Wii U game for the longest time. That's probably why they programmed Wolf Link in maybe years ahead of time. But I will say, you know, it's the same game. It's kind of tragic if they removed him. Because, like, you know, they had him programmed already. They could have, you know, practically copy and pasted it. Maybe there would have been new issues with how Wolf Link interacts with new enemies. I'm not sure. It's alright, I guess. It technically broke immersion. It's like, oh, how do you have Wolf Link in Breath of the Wild? But it was fun. He was also weak, though, if you didn't have Twilight Princess. Because, like, he has 3 hearts, so he'd die immediately. And in Twilight Princess, you could level up his hearts, and those would carry over to Breath of the Wild. But I never had Twilight Princess HD. I actually bought it recently when the eShop closed. So I could do it now, kinda late, but, you know, if I ever go back to Breath of the Wild, I guess. They killed Wolf Link, I know! It's just so sad, it drops like meat, like, oh god. Farewell could have been seen as a second Celeste game, because new mechanics and stuff. Oh, that's interesting. Seaside is the base game? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, maybe Seaside was an earlier DLC, but for the base game? I think it was, wasn't it? And then they have, like, the Farewell DLC, which, as you said, is pretty expansive, as you seem to say. That makes sense. Do you hear that the game was almost finished around when they announced the delay, but mostly just used the extra year to polish the game? Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Isn't that what most games? Well, you'd be surprised, Matt. I mean, yes, to some extent, but clearly a bunch of broken games we've seen nowadays, they're like, you know, they're trying to polish in the last couple of months, but they're clearly also trying to scramble together to just finish the game in a functioning state. But yeah, I guess you do bring a point, like, people are maybe making a big deal out of the statement, and obviously to some degree, right, any game will have a beta version and an alpha version, which will probably be ready like a year before. And, you know, you're probably right that in most cases that beta and alpha version, they're actually technically mostly a complete game, but obviously they spent a lot of time polishing stuff here, and a lot of game releases recently haven't done that. And like it's a nice thing you bring it up, because I actually had opinions on this and didn't have anywhere specific to talk about it, but it is a good idea. At the same time, a lot of people are right that I feel like not many companies would have the resources or budget to actually be able to do that and spend that much time polishing their game. Because there is, like, a lot of these companies, obviously they have shareholders, they're kind of greedy, and they essentially do decisions based on numbers, right? And Nintendo really cares about quality. They also have the budget. For them it was like, yes, we want to spend a year on making this game really good, really polished. But for most publishers, they'll do like a cost-benefit analysis, and they're like, if it's kind of buggy, we'll still get most of the money. And if we spend an extra year making it super polished, we're just gonna lose out on that polishing budget and not make it back in extra sales. So, like, it's hard to imagine it being a wise business choice for other publishers, but obviously that means, like, the games are more broken at launch, but oh well, I don't know. So, as I said, I have a lot of opinions about that, but they will be for another day, I guess. I could probably make a whole video on the whole topic, but it feels kind of different to the type of even discussion videos I would do back in the day. Let's see. Aside from the few games that aren't polished, yeah, I mean, there's just more and more unpolished AAA games coming out, I feel like. Master Piggy says, yeah, but so many, but some games are buggy, so they probably scrap that year to get out quicker. Yeah, exactly. Or at least, you know, that year becomes a couple months, and while they're polishing, they're also still scrambling to finish the game itself and the content of the game itself at the same time. Most new games I have played were polished on release. Yeah, but you're not necessarily playing those new AAA games from recent years. So that's probably why. Game Freak, yeah. The fact that they said it makes me think they knew they could have got it out in 2020 and be good enough if they really wanted. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. And they might have delayed it for the release calendar. They could have delayed it for various reasons, and as I said, just to make it really good, right? Because there was obviously a lot of pressure on this game, living up to what is already one of the greatest games of all time, so... And there's a lot that could potentially go wrong with these new mechanics. Yeah, so it's interesting. The physics in Tears of the Kingdom are crazy, though. High quality, yeah, it's like, we're never gonna see that again, I swear. Man should make a podcast, to be honest, because you can discuss games and they're easy to make and don't require much editing. Yeah, maybe one day, when I have more time, we gotta do a podcast together. I mean, I've thought about it in the past. I just don't have enough time to be consistent these days. Tales of Arise is a very polished game. Yeah, but that's... I mean, yeah, but that's one example. The point is, there feels like there's more and more unpolished games. Of course, technically speaking, the majority of games are still polished, but it just feels like there's more and more that they, like, big, fancy, flashy games that everyone talks about, and they just dare to come out super unpolished. Master Pig says Nintendo games are never really that broken. Yeah, that too. Pokemon doesn't count, yeah. Scarlet Nexus was polished. Alright, so I'm gonna continue with the amiibos if we want to finish this up one day. I'm curious. We're gonna go with one basic one here. This is Archer Link from Breath of the Wild. I want to see what we'll get. Okay, we get a treasure chest, and the kind of same fish we would get before. See, the funny thing is, when you're using the amiibo for the first time, having barely played the game, you're also discovering so much new materials out of them. God of War Ragnarok. Yeah. I mean, of course there's a lot of, oh, this feels so OP, I just got a soldier's bow for free. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. Let's continue our amiibo journey. Up next. Oh, I'm curious, because this is very good, and of course the amiibos have random drops, right? So most of them give you gear, but you don't get that guaranteed every time. This is Link, the toy Link from Link's Awakening. And I have seen that this is one of the funniest armor pieces you can get. Of course, because Link's Awakening for Switch came out after Breath of the Wild, this was also not in Breath of the Wild. Let's see what we get. So we got a Soldier's Broadsword. Okay. Enables quicker charged attacks. So that's interesting. Let's get rid of this. I realize if I'm gonna scan so many amiibo, I'm gonna run out of space for all the stuff it gives me. But oh well, what can I do about that, I suppose? And So yeah, the as I said, the armor, the mask that Link from Link's Awakening gives you is hilarious. The first time I saw it, I was like, did somebody do a great Photoshop? Like, I genuinely didn't know if it was a joke or not. I want to play Link's Awakening. You should. It's good, especially on Switch. I have 5 Lionel bows, says Matt. Yeah, but you're further in the game, so it just feels weird to get a bow that's 3 times as powerful as what you currently have. Feels like I'm cheating the system. All amiibo and DLC armor are available in-game, which is good. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, it seems like most of the armor sets are the same, but they probably have more. Okay, up next is Ocarina of Time Link 30th Anniversary Edition. Of course, this guy always gave you meat, so now I have 2 amiibos that exclusively give me meat. Although Wolf Link doesn't even give a chest anymore. Solder's Claymore, a lightweight metal weapon forged by royal solders. It's still easy to wield, consumes less stamina during charged attacks. They have interesting little bonus abilities now, which is interesting. I don't like the thick stick. I don't know if we'll even find more here, or if they're practically only in the Great Sky Island. But I'm not a huge fan. It's just a stick, and it's two-handed. So let's get rid of that. And we're gonna run out of space here, but now, let's go... We've got all the champion amiibo left, essentially. I'm pretty sure I'm not forgetting any or any amiibos that I have. Hopefully not. So we're going with the Rook. One of the biggest amiibos ever. And oh, he gives a bunch of ores. Like, okay, not the super pricey ones or anything. I guess if you did, that would be kind of cheesing the system to have so much, I guess, expensive ore that to just get free rupees every day. And we get a Cobble Crusher, because I was saying, you know, there's nothing to break rocks in this game. You gotta fuse rocks to swords now. Not having gone in the Goron area, we're getting this really early. It's interesting, because the Cobble Crusher I'm pretty sure was in the first game, but it looks very different. It looks... at least if I'm looking at the picture, it looks very, like, broken and stuff. In its former state, this hefty weapon knocked out many foes. Decayed, it still packs a punch, and it's great for breaking rocks. So it is technically decayed. Is that because the Gorons are no more? Do we just have no more Cobble Crushers at all, but they're, like, exclusive to the amiibo? I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting to think about. Okay, well this is not fused yet, so I can actually maybe drop the spiky spear and fuse a spike or something on the other one later. Because I want to take that, why not? Goron weapons? Heck yeah, we need Goron weapons. Up next, how about we go with Mipha? Which I actually didn't really have when I played Breath of the Wild. I had, like, the 2 first champions, or, I mean, I should specify. I had bought Daruk and Revali, but I had not bought Amifa and Urbosa, so I went back to buy those, maybe like a year or 2 ago. Whenever, oh, actually, probably when they did reprints for Hyrule Warriors. Okay, we get a Zora Spear. Yields a high attack power when it gets wet. They have weird new abilities, and that's kind of wild. Okay, we got this one in the well earlier. We don't really need that. It's much weaker. So we only got like a couple amiibos left to try out. We're gonna try out Revali now. And from Revali, we get a bunch of fruit, like a Hydromelon, a Wild Berry. It's so funny that we don't even have an Acorn yet. Because of course we would have gotten all of these usually on the Great Plateau the first time around. Yeah, I don't know, it's always fun to see what you get with the amiibo the first time around, but doing this early game it feels like cheesing the system a little bit. Like you have all the resources you could ever need if you own so many Zelda amiibo like I do at this point. So now we're gonna go with Urbosa. But you know, okay, more meat. This is like the really fancy raw gourmet meat, though. But yeah, you know, I did the same thing with Breath of the Wild where I checked all the amiibo early on. Oh, like, this is so cheap. I should not have this. I should not have this. 28. Oh my god. I feel like I'm just ruining the game for me, honestly. But we had to do it. We had to do it for science. I'm gonna go all the way over here. We have one final Zelda amiibo. And that is the Guardian amiibo. I don't know how he works in this one. Okay, still works the same as before. You straight up get a bunch of metal crates and the chest in the center. Okay, we don't really want that. We're gonna leave that here. But oh well, it's a good time to use the Cobble Crusher, I suppose. Okay, you can see the special effects they have below. I don't know if these metal crates are gonna be as popular in this game, because obviously it was for Magnesis that they're metal, but we might not see that anymore in this game. I don't know. Of course, it's kind of funny, right? They had to be metal before to use Magnesis, and in this game you can just pick up anything, so still kind of getting used to that. Still feels kind of funny. We get blackened crabs. Okay. Roasted bass. So it is kind of interesting to see what the Guardian pops down now, because apparently the Guardians are gone. I don't want anybody to confirm that, to be honest, but I hear the Guardians are gone, and of course the Guardian amiibo used to drop a bunch of like ancient Sheikah tech kind of stuff. So now he just drops kind of random stuff. You still get the metal boxes though, which they can come in handy in an encounter. Alright, so before we get back to our adventure, last but not least, I do have one final amiibo to check out, and I just grabbed the Mario Party 10 Mario amiibo. I think really it's just referred to as the Mario series Mario amiibo, but I just wanted to grab a non-Zelda one, see what happens. You probably get basic stuff, like I think when you scan in any non-Zelda ones, like, you don't get a chest, you only get stuff around the chest, and it's like, you know, kind of basic materials. I don't know if different amiibos from the non-Zelda series have, like, programmed in, like, things that they specifically give, or if it's just purely random. I would assume it's purely random. Like, you know, any amiibo just gives some drop of some selection of things that are eligible for amiibos. Looks like we have a torch here. I mean, that can always come in handy. I don't really want to sacrifice anything that I have just to carry around a torch. Maybe when we get like more weapon slots it'll be worth it. Anyways, so this is just our whole landfill of amiibo chests that we got. And that's all of these Zelda ones, so good thing I'm not scanning in all of the amiibo I have from all the series. And as I said, we still have 3 new ones that I have yet to unbox. But apparently they're gonna be cool too to get like okay, other than Epona, we mostly got their regular drops. But most of these amiibos, they will give you armor and stuff. You just have to scan them like every day, and eventually you'll get them. Epona is just like a guaranteed drop for that amiibo. By the way, just to give it a shot here, if you scan the same amiibo on the same day, I'm assuming the same thing happens, yes, where you can only use the amiibos once a day. But anyways, enough of that. Let's go to the ledger here and receive a reward. Because I want Epona to be able to, you know, actually pull a little chariot here. That'll be a first fun ride in Hyrule, and just then we can go to look what is it called? Lookout Landing? Yeah. Your reward for 3 points is a towing harness. Alright. A durable harness that comes as set with a horse saddle. Okay, attach a wagon or other objects. I see, so it's like a harness that's just kind of a stick, so you can use it on anything you can make, I suppose. A harness is a type of horse gear that you can attach to various things. For instance, a wagon or an item you'd like to tow somewhere. If you save up just 2 more points, a horse god fabric will be yours. Okay, that's interesting. That's one-of-a-kind item you can bring to the Hateno Village dye shop over in Niklula. Oh, that's so cool, you can dye your horse stuff now. That's nice. Okay. So I don't know where to go to use the saddle. Do I go here? Oh, okay. So it's no longer on the side. Wait, what am I saying? We don't have any other saddles or bridles that would be suitable for that horse. But if you ask me, there's no need to make changes anyways. Your horse looks great without them. Oh, okay. So we can't use Epona for pretty much anything else. Which is cool, actually, because this just gave a purpose to owning my own horse. Because this one's like, oh, it's all cool, but it can't do anything other than be cool and be a good horse. So we will go find a horse. Because I actually want to be able to ride this carriage here. Like, I just have to. We have to know how it works. But anyways, let me catch up on chat for a sec here. I am very far behind. Matt says, I'm not that far into the game. Haven't you, like, streamed it for, like, 1 to 4 hours every day? If not multiple times a day? The weapons that killed me the most are the sticks. Yeah, from the enemies. Yeah, you're right. Oh, there's a Korok. One of the ones that you have to bring places. Ah, my friend and I got separated. Oh, he's so far away. On the Great Sky Islands, at least they were close. I'm so tired, though, I can't move. Okay. These weapons aren't that great, though. I mean, yeah, in the context of the full game, but in the context of I just jumped off of the Sky Island, they're, like, way better than what I should have, which is kind of funny. Aside from the shield, then, yeah, the shield is way too OP. It's not as big as a deal as it seems. I mean, when I scanned all the amiibos in Breath of the Wild, I mean, obviously I survived, right? It wasn't, like, the hugest of deals, but, you know, it does make your adventure a little bit easier. It feels like cheating a little bit. I have a weapon with 150 for the Lionels. Wow. So apparently weapons are weaker on average in this game, but I suppose they also get more powerful overall once you have all that stuff. So that's really interesting. My number distribution from just playing randomly was off the charts. I have some weapons that are 9 and some that are 40. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Guardians should have dropped a Guardian in this game. Yeah, that would be cool, actually. Just for fun, yeah. Master Pig says I have not killed a single Lionel, and I've only seen like 2. And Matt, you've done 8. 3 silver Lionels. See, you see you're not that far, but you're able to beat those. Skilled individual. I know, Matt's good at games for some reason. It's crazy. Because of Fuse for Lionels? Maybe. I realized like 3 months ago when opening Breath of the Wild, but my combat skills got lost over time, yeah. I missed the Guardians, not gonna lie. Yeah, they were fun. There's a yellow dot on your map blinking. I know you should be going. I know. Played the game for around 24 hours. Exactly, that's like technically a third, if not half of the game. If you're rushing. If you're not rushing, then you don't necessarily have to be that far, but you'll likely have like good gear out of it. Anyways, these Koroks want me to go across the land, honestly. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do it, but I should probably map it, just for fun. Until we run out of stuff, at least, to map just useless Koroks. The leaf for the Korok stuff. Okay. So whenever we have time, we will do those Koroks. Alright. So, do you think we can find a horse nearby? Because I want to have that carriage. But that's not a huge big deal, I suppose. Like, I could just explore and not go to Lookout Landing. But, you know, Master Pig says the paraglider's there, so I should probably not go off the beaten path just yet. It's probably worth just going to the main quest for now. Yeah, okay. I read that already. Okay. Oh, the horse music is back. Gotta love it. Can I grab these on horseback? I forget. Oh, you can't. I wish you could. That would be really nice. Should we go for our first bokoblin encounter of the game? I personally think we should. Oh, wasn't this saying that the Zora Spear... Oh, the Zora Spear gets a boost when it's raining. That's true. That's such a wild thing. Whoa, my god, this tree moves! Oh my god, no! Oh my god, 2 of these trees move. Well, that was a fun surprise. Oh my god, no! What the heck? Oh my god. Am I really just being attacked by a tree right now? Which I don't even know. Can I fight it, or am I just doomed? Do I just need to run away? How do I fight off a tree? Help! Help! Maybe if I take an axe? Oh my god. Oh yes. No! Oh, I'm actually gonna die from a tree. What game has you saying this? Like, ever? Oh my god. Run, 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 run. Oh, there's something there. What's that? What's that? Oh, I guess that's the bokoblin's weapon. What the heck? How do you fight trees? Oh, well, it actually did damage to it. Maybe we should try this out. Can I attach, like, a rock or something? Maybe if I attach, like, fire, that might be the next best thing. Yes, I mean, of course trees burn, right? Oh, I only have one. Oh, whatever. There goes all hopes of having choo-choo jelly. My god. I was not expecting to say today that I was almost killed by a tree. Okay. I still can't get over it. Attacked by trees in Tears of the Kingdom. And you get some acorns out of it. This definitely makes hunting for wood and, like, acorns more intense, right? It's not just about fetching the acorns. Now it's straight up like, hey, do you want to fight a tree to get some acorns? My god. What a cool surprise. See, they had to make some twists and turns just so to keep the game fresh, and they did that, quite literally. A Hylian Pinecone, again, something that was not in the previous game, but makes all the sense in the world. Do we have regular deers now? I guess they were still there before, but I don't think you would see deers, like, in just the regular places like this. There's so much cool stuff to check out. Like, what is this? It's a dazzle fruit. Fruit charged with powerful light. Break it to unleash dazzling sparkles that blind any monsters. Well, that is amazing. Okay. And I think some of these can be recalled. Like, something just fell recently. But I don't care. Like, we can't go to a sky island. That would just not make any sense. Okay, so we're gonna go to the main... Oh, I was just gonna say we're gonna go to the main objective, and I immediately see what I was looking for. Which is some horses. Oh, maybe I should not do that. I gotta be sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. I've barely ever done this in this game. I'm gonna climb that pillar and get a horse. What's that over there? Oh, I'm crouching, so it's actually pretty hard to see. I'm missing a lot of stuff in chat, but I'll focus on this stuff for now. I got some drumsticks and some spicy peppers. Oh, and there's a Korok there. Very nice. Oh yeah, I don't have the paraglider, so I can't. I was gonna climb to glide, but that's not a thing anymore. There we go, we got the Korok. That was easy. Usually they're actually hard to get. Okay, horsies. I'm trying to do this kind of fast, but it's kind of hard. Well, luckily they're going towards the stable, so I mean, how bad can that be, right? Which one do I want? Do they still have the thing where, like, the spotted horses are typically easier to get? Well, it looks like we're going on the... Oh my god. How do you board them again? Oh my god, no. How do I jump on them? That's... Oh my god. I think I do have to jump on them. I'm gonna grab Epona to help me out here. Is that mine? Is Epona going all that way? Did I just see, like, something in the sky? So many questions. Okay, what does chat have to say? There's a lot of stuff. Okay. Well, this one's probably an easy catch. We don't have to get the best horse right away. We just have to get some horse. But I just forget how to mount them. Okay. See, it is one of the easy ones with a gentle temperament. So they don't, like, stamina rush you or whatever. Just gonna mash the soothe button. Master Pig says the game gets better the longer I play it. I'm starting to love this game more and more. Yeah, that's kind of what everyone's been saying, it seems like. A whole lot of content, yeah, that's for sure. Since they had, like, the foundations built, they're really just going strong with the content this time around. I'd like to take my time with the game since it's the only mainline Zelda for probably 5 years, yeah. That's true. Although, like, I definitely want to do the story, like, at a decent pace so that it doesn't get spoiled. But obviously afterwards, you just play this game on and on and on for all the other stuff. For the Switch's remaining existence, yeah. Next year they'll just dump, like, a random Zelda remaster. Which one, though? They've done most of them. Maybe they would practically have to do, like, a Oracle of Ages and Seasons thing, and if they did, that would be so awesome. Also, my discussion video about that would become true. Well, sort of. The Switch might as well be done when it's run by now. I feel like this is probably the final big Switch game. I mean, not literally big, like, maybe we'll get Metroid Prime 4, and of course we're getting Pikmin 4, but, like, out of the ones that really go beyond the Nintendo community, this was probably the last one. The Switch is gonna live for a bit longer, yeah, for sure. Like a few more years, then it's done. It'll live like 2025 at least. Yeah, I was, like, less optimistic. I'm thinking maybe 2024 it'll be replaced sometime in that year, but well, if it's backwards compatible like everyone is hoping, they might kind of play it like the PS5, where they would have dual releases for a long time, and then they just kind of play better on the Switch 2 or something. That could be... It feels very non-Nintendo-like, but I feel like they would do that. Master Pig says Metroid Prime 4 still needs to come out. Yeah, I'm hearing more and more people being like, oh, you know, if they're not talking about it, maybe they'll release it as launch title for the next thing. It could happen. It definitely could happen. He's going the opposite way, I know. I'm gonna board this horse, and then we're gonna beeline for that place, hopefully. I say hopefully because, oh, I should not jump off of a horse that I just tamed. It's still not registered after all. Okay. Understood. So Bond's already at 41 from just mashing the soothing button. It's a decent horse, I suppose. See okay, so the pull stats is to pull a carriage, so that's nice that they have a pull stat, and Epona just can't do it. That, as I said, it's really good that it gives me a reason to not just use Epona the whole time. And I get 1 point. That's very cool. Monolith is major. Open world Zelda moment of just not doing stuff, yeah. Monolith are probably done with anything major on the system. You're probably right, because they're done all their big projects. They finished the Xenoblade Trilogy, and Tears of the Kingdom is out. Yeah, exactly. They're gonna start their next project for the next console. Fire Emblem Remake. Yeah, I mean, that's not a big project if it's a remake, so I could see that happening in between the next console. I'd expect one more Fire Emblem. Yeah, that would make sense, actually. Maybe, like, even... Maybe even when the next system is out. Okay, what do we call this horse, guys? What do we call him? I was not prepared to name horses today. I don't know. We haven't had much adventuring yet. I love how, like, you can only... 9 characters is really not that much. Any suggestions for horse names? They should just make an actual powerful console. Yeah, but they won't. Especially if it's portable. If it's portable, then they'll always be behind the rest of the people, right? But, like, hopefully it'll actually beat, you know, levels from... Hopefully it'll be PS4 levels, is what I'm trying to say. Rosania? Sure. First thing first. Rabbids? I love that. We're going with that. This is the Master Pig named horse. Yes, okay. See, this actually sounds like a horse name, though, so that's good. Okay. We're gonna do that. We're gonna take the horse. I don't know if I actually do want to take the horse, but, well, I mean, I guess I do kind of want to use that carriage, which is what I've been, just talking about for ages now. Would you like to equip a towing harness? Yes. Aha, nice. Harness attached. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. Oh, have I already been to Kakariko Village? No. Kakariko Village is located between 2 steep mountains, so visitors to the village used to be few and far between. However, since those distinctive ring-shaped Zonai ruins landed there, things have been pretty lively. Ooh, that's interesting. Mr. Stable Owner just throwing some lore out there. I just want to see, like, what customization I can do before we leave here. Okay. The towing harness. Okay, that's it, apparently. That's all I can do for now. I guess I need more pony points. And I guess the towing harness is just kinda there, you know, whether you need it or not. It's just dragging around the floor. But I assume that I need Ultra Hand, and I gotta awkwardly just pick up the whole cart. Do I just like attach it? Yeah, I guess you just do attach it like that. Okay, and I did all this for no reason, just for fun, because we have nothing to carry. I could carry that Korok, but he is in a very different direction. And if I go there, I'm just gonna like find a whole bunch of stuff to do. Okay, we still don't have max bond with this horse, so results may vary. So when someone tells me to name something, I say the first name that comes to mind into my head. Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea. Obviously, if I'm asking, it's because I have no better idea. I was kind of thinking the first name that came to my mind for some reason was that I could have named this horse Mo. I don't know why. But it's just kind of funny, I feel like. I think in the first game, as I said, I mostly played with Epona, but I had a horse named Oreo at one point. Again, I'm pretty sure chat voted on that. I'm not really too sure. I never really got that many horses that I used, as I said. I'm just so happy we can actually pull stuff. It's probably slower though, it seems. I love, yes, this horse just went sideways completely. And, you know, almost crashed her whole carriage. I mean, it's a good idea to just have, to be able to soothe this horse right now. You better not freak out on me on this bridge. That would be a bad time to do that. This bokoblin has a shield, I guess. Okay, they really do just put some building materials everywhere for you. Matt's gonna be happy because we're finally, you know, making a straight line. We're actually pretty far away now. I mean, okay, the pond here is where we landed. So it's just further away than I thought from our landing point. I have a horse named Jack Black. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, here we go. We're going this way. Actually, are we? I don't think we should actually go that way. Oh, this is kind of a bumpy road. But as I said, they definitely had to revamp their movement physics quite a bit for objects. Because moving objects would be kind of janky in the first game. Like, they would kind of jitter, so to speak. And obviously they had to make it really smooth so that I can now like pull stuff. See, we can just get really close to the castle. In the first game I was really scared of the castle, but in this one they're like making us go pretty close to it right off the bat. I suppose there's no like guardians to make it super scary. Oh man, that could have gone bad. But you know, it's still probably pretty dangerous to go there. Although I suppose it's floating, so we can't literally go there. Oh man, this is a big place. Alright, I'm coming in with the deliveries. I'm sure I'll blend in if I go under this disguise. Alright. Here we are. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna drop my horse here. My horse is protected from the rain. That's really cool though, because we have a brand new camp. What do you two fellas have to say? Even Pura's stumped. Hyrule Castle Town ruins. Oh yeah, this is literally the entrance of Hyrule Castle, hey? So we're supposed to be pretty close to it. Wow, that's exciting. I mean, as I said, I don't know how many time has passed since the castle technically went up in the sky. Has it been a day or has it been like months or years? We don't know. Probably just a couple days, but at the same time, if it was a couple days, why would people already be like organized and stuff? Okay, what do you guys have to say? The sky. I mean, They're from the Age of Legends, and now they're here. It's also strange, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, it sure is, but it's also a great opportunity. All of us on the Zonai survey team should count ourselves lucky. You're not gonna worry about that castle over there? Then, oh hey look, more stuff to study. If it weren't for the upheaval, this never would have happened. Not that anyone knows that the upheaval even is. While Pyrrha's looking into it, she's holed up in her better understands the upheaval, she'll find some sort of lead on the princess. So they already have a name for this event, I suppose. But so far, nothing. Is the princess alright, wherever she is? These ruins right here are exceptional, but really who cares about that at a time like this? Okay, thanks for acknowledging it. But yeah, I'm just curious to see how much time has passed. I'm hoping somebody will answer that sooner or later. Is this... this is probably not Pyrrha's lab, but we can check it out. Why not? Why not? Hey, there's even like... oh, there's actually a construct here. A real one. Okay, this is a crystal refinery. Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, we already know we don't have enough, so... It was fun to check it out, though. Master Pig says, Breath of the Wild normal save horses carry over. Yeah, that's why I don't have any. Because my first 2 playthroughs were in Wii U. And then on the Switch, when I rebought it, I just went straight for Master Mode. So I don't even have a normal save. So, but, you know, it doesn't really matter. Because as I said, I didn't really play much with horses other than Epona. And you just get it back. I'd be curious, though, if there's a difference between imported Epona versus obtained via Amiibo Epona. Because I don't know if the game's smart to realize the difference. Yeah, time-wise the game doesn't really feel like it makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? Zelda games always focus on gameplay anyway, so whatever. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't actually matter, like, you're still gonna have fun, but it is kind of weird. Especially, like, this whole story of, like, oh, we're just casually exploring under the castle, and at the very moment where we're there, this Ganon thing just awakes, and because we happen to be there, he just decides, like, yeah, I'm just gonna destroy Hyrule, guys, and he just does, and now we don't even know how much time has passed since then. Because logically it would have happened right away, right? We would have been in the sky, been, like, knocked out for, like, a day, maybe. We work our way on the sky for a little bit, and, you know, it should have been, like, a week, right? But the civilization has fully adapted to this broken Hyrule, so, like, how much time has actually passed, right? Hey, look, it's Matt playing Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. Oh, so we just entered a shop. What is this? Pose! So yeah, you can find pose in this game, apparently. What am I taking? Wait a minute! Oh, it's Robbie! What do you think you're doing? Joshua needs that for her chasm research. Don't touch any of it without her permission. I'll get in big trouble if you do. Hey! Hey you! Where have you been? Alright, the head of Pyrrha Research Development. Don't answer that, tell me later. For now you should hurry and go talk to Pyrrha. She's been in a tizzy ever since you and the princess disappeared. She's in the building with a telescope up on the 2nd floor. Go see her and give her some peace of mind, will ya? Okay. So we're gonna do that. Let's see. Obviously Robbie's here. It's very cool, though, that we have a new town. And this is a heck of a town, actually. So where do we gotta go, exactly? We gotta go there? Okay. I mean, what's in this town? Let's quickly circle around. Not that I'm gonna explore every little detail, because we have got the whole game to do that. But, you know, there's a lot of cool shops. Oh, look at that. So this is where we can get the Hylian tunic. We definitely want that. I'm glad that it's back, because kind of feels a bit different than, you know, having the regular Link tunic, but it feels like the regular Link tunic, just in a less, you know, blue or green variety, so to speak. And I don't know what this is, I guess just nothing. And we have some horses here. Of course, there's some ladders to go all around this place. There's even a little pond with, like, lily pads. And some training dummies. I kind of miss training dummies, because I feel like we didn't see any in Breath of the Wild, but I feel like you would see them a lot in other games, right? Where you could just practice some stuff. It was even part of the tutorial for Twilight Princess. So that's kind of fun. You could practice your arrow shooting, which is actually kind of hard to do in Breath of the Wild. No good targets to do that. Alright, so yeah, I mean, obviously... Oh, look at that! They built it! Oh my god, I didn't realize that. They built it around the place where Link gets sworn in and stuff. And we've got the Triforce here. Oh my god, well, the fountain doesn't have water in it anymore, but that's so cool. Okay, we can climb this thing for no reason. Just for the fun of it. There's nothing up here, but we get a good view of the whole place. That's really cool. And of course, like, these seemingly are the new towers, which are very cool. And yeah, we even get a good view of Hyrule, so to speak, from here. Anyways, let's climb down. Oh, I always think that, like, if I used jump I could, you know, climb down faster, but it really just jumps you off the whole thing. Alright. Feels like an alternate timeline. Yeah. Breath of the Wild is barely brought up, even though it's like 3 years ago or something. Yeah, which is strange, right? Because it's a direct sequel. And also some stuff from Breath of the Wild is just magically gone.
What?
Josha! That hair, those eyes! Duh! Doc! Doc Pura! The swordsman! The swordsman has returned! I mean, at least we've got her memory, technically. Alright, way to make an entrance.
Where have you been?
Hey, Pura's actually voice acted
Blinky,
this time.
You're not a ghost, are you?
I mean, she was voice acted in Age of Calamity, at least.
That looks interesting.
Clearly, Pura's even more important in this game than before.
Phew. One step at a time. What exactly happened?
Alright, head of Lookout Landing this time. See, that's interesting because I thought that Pura in the... Okay,
so
you know,
when
let's
and Princess
wait for
Zelda
this.
Go beneath Hyrule Castle. You discover a mysterious mummy which suddenly reanimates. Then Zelda falls into a fissure and vanishes. That must have been when the castle rose and the ruins fell.
Yep. Indeed it was.
Then, later, you wake up on a sky island, saved by the arm that was stuck to the mummy.
Thanks for the recap.
You get the Pura pad from an unusual creature,
I mean, I can use it, to be honest.
and learn that your new arm belonged to someone named Rauru. The Master Sword disappears. You hear the princess's voice and find your way here.
Yep, so that's what happened. But yeah, like, I thought Pura in Breath of the Wild, like, she was probably an old scientist and she accidentally turned herself into a child. I was under the assumption she had permanently turned herself into a child, but I guess she, like, reversed her age, but she still keeps on getting older or something. Anyways, let's move on to that. Then,
What?
are you saying you came from up there? Yeah, indeed. And don't question how I survived without the paraglider, just diving into the water. This Roru you met, I think that's what the first king of Hyrule was named. Interesting. Are they one and the same? So much of this doesn't make sense. So in the first game we had King of Hyrule, Zelda's daughter, and now it's Roru, the first ever king. But I'm certain that mummy you found under the castle must be related to the upheaval. Yeah, they already have a name, but how much time has passed? The castle rising up, the ruins falling down from the sky. The mummy must be connected to it somehow. Ya don't say. And then there's the most important detail of all. You're sure that you heard the princess speak to you? And she gave you a clear message to find her? If that truly was the princess, then that means she's alive. Maybe she's trapped beneath the castle and needs help. That settles it. I know you only just returned, Link. But I need you to meet with the search party up by Hyrule Castle. They've been searching tirelessly for you. Okay. The captain in charge of the search is named Haz. Work with him to find the princess as quickly as you can.
Yes.
I know that mummy may still be lurking somewhere around there. Which is concerning to say the least, but we have more immediate problems to deal with right now. I'm counting on you, Linky. Alright, so we have character profiles now. I don't think we had that in the first game, don't quote me on that, but I think they added that in Age of Calamity. Alright, to the Kingdom of Hyrule. We've completed our quest. Crisis at Hyrule Castle is our new quest. Okay, so I guess we don't have the paraglider just yet, but we'll get it soon enough. And we actually gotta go to the castle. Alright, I'm just gonna explore up here a little bit. I don't know what there is. So, Master Pig, do I have to, like, continue the quest to get the paraglider? Oh, this is pretty much Sheikah technology. Can't use it now, though, it seems, but that's interesting. And yeah, there's just a little umbrella here. Oh, we can look through? Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's like very zoomed in. But that's interesting. And I suppose we can go to the tower. Let's see. I'm still confused about how long Link's been missing. Yeah, exactly. It's very weird. Anyways, let's go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go this way down, as every human does, of course. And I'm just gonna walk here, to the tower. I'm always curious, sorry, because of the Koroks and stuff, you always wonder if there's something around the corner. Usually they don't troll you that bad, but when they do, you're happy that you checked it out. Oh, there's a, like, bulletin board. With the Master Sword, like, just swords in general, I suppose. Just continue it a bit longer, then you get the paraglider. Okay. I may as well finish the quest, I suppose. See, there's a little bit more Sheikah tech here. Okay, let's continue it a bit longer, because I wanna stop the stream soon, and I'm just wondering which parts I should do today versus other days. So, if I continue this, Master Pig, will I get the paraglider, and will it be like a long segment? Or can I do this in like less than 20 minutes and then kind of be set off for the next part of our adventure? For a future stream, let's say. Okay. I'm gonna walk in the meantime, but maybe I'll abort mission depending on what you say or not. Let's see. Castle is that way. Where's the closest exit? I wonder if we can bring horses in here this time. What do you have to say? I don't believe it. The legendary Mr. Link is talking to me. You wanted a closer look at this weapon, I take it? Look at this. I made it for fighting off monsters. Pretty nifty, huh? Yeah, you fused like a pointy stone. Our iron weapon's decayed and there's a lack of equipment around here, so I stuck a rock to the end of a long stick. Looks odd, but it'll work. Yeah, okay. Just continue a bit longer, then you get the paraglider. It's the whole quest you have to do, maybe like 30 minutes-ish. It just takes a bit of time to walk up there. Then you do another thing, then you're done. Well, let's go for it. Because, okay, after I get the paraglider, do I pretty much have, like, free will to explore everything? Because essentially I kind of want to set this up where the stream doesn't miss like any story beats and I get the paraglider, and then I can probably play this game on my own during the week and come back next weekend for more story beats, so to speak. So if it works well that way and you're not stuck in more story beats after the paraglider, then I think it'll be worth it. Okay, so the carriage is no more. I don't know if that's purely because I called my horse or not, but... Is the carriage? No, it's not even there anymore. Okay. Man could have put a Lionel on his stick. After the paraglider, you can really just do whatever. Okay, then if that's the case, it's worth it for me. Just to save on the story beats, so we don't miss any key story beats in the stream, and I can just play like some side quests during the week. But do let me know, like, I'm hesitant to start a separate playthrough for myself and continue this one linearly, like not miss anything, or if I should, you know, do a single playthrough, but where there's like, where there's stuff that I skip out on in between streams. Oh, I didn't want to drop it though. I just wanted to unequip it. Remove. And the shield is the one that's getting me right now. Okay, I think we're good. This is Addison. Okay. Oh, he just dropped it? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Darn it all! President Hudson, are you okay? Oh no, what have I done? Alright, I'm sorry, President Hudson. I won't let you fall over again. Yeah, Addison's taking this job very personally. That was unforgivable. It's all your fault, startling me like that. Great respect for President Hudson, so I pinned the blame on you. Unforgivable. You haven't heard about Mr. Hudson? I have actually, but thanks for pretending I don't know anything about this world I saved last time. He's the president of our construction company. He's the one appointed by the princess herself. She placed him in charge of putting those material caches everywhere, and now he's shouldering Hyrule's restoration. Of course, he's also the founder of Hudson Construction, and besides all that... Sorry, what's all this? Hey, I'm right in the middle of the President Hudson's epic tale of heroism. Well, fine. What was I doing before? I don't want the others getting jealous, so I haven't spread this around. But President Hudson gave me an extra special mission. And that's to put these signs all over the place, to let everyone know that Hudson construction is a big deal. These aren't your ordinary signs, as you can clearly see. These portray Mr. Hudson himself in detail, noble, glorious detail. It's unforgivable for even one of these to fall over, even in the rainy weather. And so, I have pledged to support him. Quite literally, apparently. Don't worry, Mr. Hudson, I'm here for you. But I can't stand here forever, I've got so many more signs to spread around. I don't know what to do. Try letting go. What? Are you going to support him? Alright, I'll let go. Whoa, unforgivable. What is this? Oh no. Do I gotta make something for him? I don't know. I don't know if I really care about it. But, like, I bet you that this is maybe what you have to do. I don't know. Yeah, let's not do that. I'm curious to see if anything will happen. I think, like, 3 should be enough. But I'm not even sure if, like, maybe it's just a story beat. But I get this feeling that, like, something's gonna happen if I help him. I guess for stability, we should do this. As such. Like, this should not fall now. If it falls sideways, I'll be mad. Yes, try letting go. See, it's a fun little quest. He's standing! How's the president standing? You know, for someone who works for a construction company, you should get those physics skills checked out. That was brilliant! I would have never thought of it. Oh, right. Let's get him secured while he's still standing. Yeah, I mean, being one person to do this job, kinda rough. Okay. Perfect. I'm glad it worked out. It doesn't look so fancy, but oh well. With your help, President Hudson is now standing proudly and firmly in place. It fills my heart with joy to see him doing so well on his own. Take this with my thanks. Okay, we get 20 rupees for that. Sure, why not? Also, you must be hungry after all that hard work, right? Let me give you a little something I made myself. Ooh, that's nice. But I still don't feel like I've thanked you enough. This is a little something from my premium collection, a special gift from me to you. Okay, sleepover ticket. Ooh, what is this? A lodging voucher for a regular stable bed. Okay. A reward for collecting pony points. Spend it at a stable to get some rest and recover from the fatigue. Cool. Now I can go to other places to put up more signs. And with that, I'm off. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. There's a shrine here. I mean, I guess we should do it. We just keep on getting sidetracked. But it's not that far. The Kyanosis Shrine. What do you have to say about it? What? You scared me. What are you doing in a place like this? The Hyrule Castle Chasm is nearby. It's dangerous, you know? For all I know, this shrine could be dangerous too. I'd say most things are dangerous these days. With the upheaval, watch your back. Okay, more like chasms, you know, but the creepy openings in the ground. Ever since the upheaval, they're all over. In this area, they're beneath Hyrule Castle, and to the south of Lookout Landing. I heard that members from the research team went rooting around and someone ended up in a bad way. It's best to steer clear. I'm glad I'm researching shrines and not chasms. Huh? You mean like the one right here? When the shrines appeared, it caused such a commotion that they landed in the newspaper. Mysterious shrines appear all over the world overnight. Clearly the other ones disappeared though, so who knows about that. Was smack on the front page, you know? So far we know they're from the Age of Legends. But did they fall from the sky or emerge from the ground? And just what are they anyway? Aside from the shrines, we've also got the chasms, of course. To tell you the truth, we don't know squat about all of the things that sprang up due to the upheaval. But the shrines and chasms, they could be dangerous, which would be scary, so we need to investigate them pronto. The people from the search party are putting in long hours at Hyrule Castle, so I intend to do the same. Alright, let's just hop into this shrine real quick, just to get a place where we can fast travel to. Matt says I stream everything except now for the duping glitch, lol. Yeah, so this is how he is not gonna get the paraglider today. After I finish Xenoblade, it's time to dip my toes in the Trials of Cold Steel series. Ooh, that should be interesting. Alright. I mean, I'm gonna do this shrine, but... Oh, it's combat training? Do you think we can do it? I mean, I guess, right? This is supposed to be a starting area, like, officially Nintendo makes this the starting area. I bought the first 4 games, lol. 5 comes out one day. Or today? One day? I don't know what you're trying... Oh, the shrine purifies... Oh, I should have read that. Use side hop to avoid enemy attacks. This will create an opening that you can use to strike back. Okay. Side hop. So it's the same as before, where you have combat trials that straight up teach you techniques. Okay. Easy enough. Oh, I don't want to waste an axe on this guy, but it's too late now. Do a backflip to avoid enemy attacks. Okay. If I recall, the shrine in Hateno Village back in the day did exactly that. Like, these exact moves they would teach you. Oh. He gives me so much warning that I get scared. Okay. That was, again, kind of early, but whatever. See, now it's not Guardians, it's like Sheikah, or not Sheikah, but the constructs. Perfect guard. Parry, okay. Oh, I don't have a shield right now. Let's use this rusty shield on this thing. Nice. Build up your power, then release it to unleash a charge attack. It's surprising that they're teaching you all of these ones in the first game. Or the first shrine, rather than in separate shrines, I guess. Pretty good. But yeah, see, Matt's like, oh, you're going off course, but obviously this shrine was meant for you to do. It's very much part of the start of the game. Okay. Rusty broadsword. So it has 5, although this axe is almost broken now, so let's chuck it. And the construct bow, which is not as good as the ones we got, so we're good. Let's just continue. We get a little chest. Zonite sword. Okay, a Zonai sword made of Zonite. It resonates with attached Zonite devices to slightly increase its attack power. Okay. That's pretty cool. This rusty claymore can be dropped, I suppose. Because I'm not a huge fan of like these two-handed weapons anyways. Just in general. It's training, yeah, exactly. Okay, well, let's skip this. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have, because it's actually the first combat trial I ever do. Maybe there was different dialogue, but oh well. There we go. First little combat shrine done. Obviously, you can't really fail this one. Alright. Where is my horse? There we go. It's nice that we already have a horse, to be honest. Okay, there's a bunch of cool stuff to look out for, but let's just make our way to the castle. It's very cool because, as I said, the castle was very much a zone that I think me and most people, we just completely avoided the first time around. And in this game, the first thing you do is, hey, go to the castle. And I don't know if I missed like an important story beat, or if I'm just expected to find my way in. Let's see, crisis at the castle. Okay, Purah believes the princess may have been pulled out from the deep. Join the search for the princess below Hyrule Castle. Okay, so it's below the castle. Okay, how do we enter? Oh, do we just Ultra Hand it? Of course we do. Oh man. Stupid of me for, okay, well now my horse is in the way. But yeah, there was even hints on the ground. Nice. That we can just Ultra Hand these giant doors open. The amount of games I have in my backlog is overwhelming. Good thing I'm taking time to play them all. Yeah, same here, except for the part where I'm not actually playing them all. Alright, this is exciting, because it's also not completely covered in like guardian ooze everywhere, so it feels like we can actually explore the castle a little bit for the first time ever. Okay, this is Shars, I guess? Link? No, it can't be him. I can't allow anyone past here. This area is restricted only to those involved in the search for Princess Zelda. Purah said that they were searching for me. They should let me in. This is by direct order of Captain Hawes. If you insist on passing, you'll need permission from the captain. He should be in the first gatehouse, up at the end of this road. Okay. I see. So let's go to the captain, then I guess we gotta go back here. See, there's a bunch of that. I mean, it's not malice in this game, I guess, but is this where we have to go? Is this the gatehouse? I'm not sure. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, this is probably not the one. We probably just gotta go further up. Okay, what do you have to say? We've turned up nothing in here that would help us find the princess, unfortunately. Huh, you're a spitting image of Link. I bet if Captain Hawes saw you, he'd be so startled he might even fall off the gatehouse over there. Okay, what do we have in here? Oh, look at that. It's the Traveler's Shield. Well, we want that. Because they kind of made it like the iconic Link shield throughout the years. Or at least in Breath of the Wild. So yes, we do want the Traveler's Shield. Because that's very awesome. Oh yeah, my sword's like already damaged. So much for that, I guess. Yeah, let's use this. Some arrows, sure. I mean, we'll have a pretty good stack by the end of this, so that's good. And look at that, we can see that the surroundings of the castle may still be there, but the castle itself, it's, wow, okay. So this is the mess that we created by just exploring the underground. Phew, standing on the edge and staring at it is intense. Seeing a chasm in person is far better than hearing about it. Whoa. Why would you even do that? Just up and startle someone on the edge of the void? This chasm is nearly bottomless, just like all the others created by the upheaval. Personally, I do not want to hit the bottom of a nearby bottomless chasm. Even though it scares me, I can't stop staring into it. Okay. Again, even more construction materials here. What I was gonna say earlier is those construction materials, they seem to kind of hint that because Zelda gave the orders, right, and Zelda's been missing since this whole upheaval thing, the instructions for the materials were actually after the calamity from Breath of the Wild and not after the upheaval. So that's kind of cool. Matt says I gotta go, so see ya. Alright, well thanks for stopping by, and I don't know when's the next Tears of the Kingdom stream, but we're gonna be playing this a whole lot more, I feel like. So have a good start of your week, because it is Monday now. Did you come up here to help look for Princess Zelda too? Yeah, me and a few others had the same idea. Well, we all owe a great deal to the princess. We were hoping to help anyway, but the captain is on the top of the gatehouse there. It doesn't look like he's coming down anytime soon. It just showed up without, we just showed up without being asked, so best to stay out of the way until we can help somehow. Okay. So the captain is up there, I guess? Okay, well let's bring our horse. It's kind of wacky to have this whole saddle when you're not actually like bringing anything. I don't know if we'll need a torch. That's what I'm wondering, if I should pick it up now. Do we have a free weapon slot? Actually, we do, because the sword just broke, so no questions there then, I guess. And what do we have? A soldier's broadsword, which is pretty weak, and a soldier's spear enables quicker charged attacks. I don't really care for them that much. Just like I thought, the weapons here have all decayed too. I wonder if there are any intact weapons left anywhere in the world. We don't really know how they magically decayed, but oh well. Hey, it's a new face! During the upheaval, all the weapons, swords, spears, claymores, you name it, they suddenly decayed. I've explored many regions in search of weapons, and that might still be intact. I found none at this point. I'd be surprised if there are any intact weapons left in Hyrule. Yeah, that makes no sense, but okay. They're also a real pain to repair, so the best thing to do is strengthen them. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so we're sealed off here. So I think the best course of action is we gotta climb this thing. Climb up this castle to get there. Seems like the only way to really do it. These stairs just go nowhere now. Okay. I'm glad we're exploring the castle early on, though. Okay, well, this is obviously the guy. And this is some other guy, or the right guy. Who even knows which guy? I don't know who to talk to first, but just wanted to check if there's any secrets up here. Let's talk to these guys. Okay, that is Huz. Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Link? Is that you? You're alive? And all in one piece, it looks like. Does that mean Princess Zelda's safe too? What a relief. Hang on, you're alone? But you heard the princess calling out to you, and you're here to help with the search? I see. Maybe I don't. I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda. I'm relieved to see you come up here and help us through. We needed some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been a bit dead in the water.
Oh?
Captain! It's Princess Zelda! What? Huh. Princess Zelda! She's safe! What is this? We don't know what's happened to Zelda, but... Oh boy. Wait, what? You saw that too, Link. You saw Princess Zelda turn into light and fly off, right? How strange, this. This is an emergency situation. Why would she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Purah know about this as soon as possible. Considering that what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw, but I'll still take a bit. Please, you must tell Purah about what happened here as soon as possible. Okay. There was another guy here. Why am I going the long way around? Let's just talk to this guy. 'Cause, like, what are you doing here, man? Satu. Whoa! What was that? My eyes weren't playing tricks, were they? Dang, so... Yeah, they were gonna comment on Zelda. I should have talked before, I guess. No, they wouldn't do that. That was Princess Zelda. What's going on? Okay. Do we want to fast travel? Probably not. It's just without the paraglider, you gotta be careful to not take fall damage. I'm curious if the fall damage height has been, like, maybe extended so you can actually jump from further. I guess with a game where you're constantly jumping from the sky and stuff, that would kind of make sense. Alright. So what do we have down here? I mean, we're just gonna... Essentially, we're gonna go back to Lookout Landing as fast as possible. Just making our way back, but yeah, I'm very happy that exploring the castle is an early part of the game this time around. Okay. The rain's almost here. Like, personally, oh no, it's gonna light out the campfire if it comes to the rain. Okay, I want to actually just do the cutscene play out during the day, so I'm gonna skip the night. And look at that, there was another traveler's shield. A traveler's sword, but it's decayed this time too. Alright. Let's go. To Lookout Landing we go. Oh, what am I doing? Oh no. Alright, I don't know why my horse is behaving weirdly, but... Oh, there's just a hightail lizard chilling about. And the sign is there and he's gone now, so... Glad to know he could move on to the next sign. Alright. Here we are. Lookout Landing. We're back. We just gotta talk to Purah. Link, well, did you find anything?
Huh?
You're telling me Princess Zelda was at the castle, and then she transformed into light and flew off? I've gotta say, your stories are always so wild. But if you're telling me that's what you saw, then I've got to believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since the princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our efforts and dig into the upheaval for now at least. I've already got a few regions in mind to start exploring. I bet we'll pick up clues about where she flew off to as we look around. Oh yeah, you've still got the Pyrapad, right? Can I see it for a sec? It's a little worse for wear, but seems to be functioning fine. Map, aha! Oh right, I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule, we need to add map data from right around Lookout Landing. And for that, we need our Skyview Tower. Josha, what's the status of the Skyview Tower right now? Let me see. Outwardly, the structure looks to be complete. Oh, but the travel point is still undergoing final adjustments. The travel point needs tweaking. Sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Linky. I'll fix it up quick, so just hang tight. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. The emergency shelter is just the spot for you. It has free beds and a kitchen, so it's well stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. If you want more info, talk to the soldier who's watching over everything from the center right there, where the emergency shelter entrance is. If you need clothing for your travels, you should go to Mub's shop. Alright, so we're getting a little tour of everything we already checked out. I'll be over by our Skyview Tower, so when you're ready, just head out and just let me know.
Yeah.
Alright, Josha. Let's work on our final preparations for the tower. I'll handle the travel point.
Check it.
Josha, you're in charge of the switch.
Woohoo!
Okay, Doc. You can count on me. Alright. I don't know if we do have to sleep. Doesn't look like it. Pura was just telling us we can. But we'll just go straight for the tower. Lookout Landing, Skyview Tower. Nice. If I put this here, then that goes there. No, that's not quite it. That should do it. Hey Link, you all set? I just wrapped up here myself. The travel point is working fine now. Or it will be, once you do your part. Okay, so there is still some Sheikah tech. That's good to know. We're ready, Josha. Pull the switch.
Hey!
Nice. See, we don't know where like all the Sheikah shrines and the towers went after the calamity, but yet they still built new towers. And looks like it's not just that one. Looks like it's all of them. So we get our typical fun cutscene of like, look at all these towers you gotta find in the world. This time they just have like glowing points instead though. Interesting. All of the Skyview towers have now been activated.
Yeah.
Okay, Link, your turn. Go hold the Purapad over the terminal. Alright, and that just activates that tower. Alright, the Skyview Tower is now active on your map. That means you can now use this travel point to get here at any time instantly. The same is true for every Skyview Tower you add to your Purapad. Right, impressive, right? I just realized what these towers are about. See, because we go in the sky, they're gonna like shoot us up, aren't they? That's why the teleport point is at the bottom. But the Skyview Towers are about more than just traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. The Purapad works with the Skyview Towers and scans the topography directly on the map. Pretty great, huh? Only thing is, you need a paraglider when you're scanning. It takes a lot of skill, and nobody here had what it takes. To be honest, that's why we haven't tested this out yet. We just needed you. Which brings us to this. Hey, we got it at last. The paraglider, this item given to you by Pura, and glide through the sky. Right, it's showtime! Let's start with a test scan. Now it's time for our very first test launch. I mean, our first test. Just step over there into the circle and find me afterwards, alright? I'll be observing from the research lab.
Yeah.
When the test scan is over, we'll have a final briefing on the search for Princess Zelda. And I'll also need to update your map with the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck! Alright, no pressure. Oh, there's like guardian arms and stuff. So there are a bit of hints of guardians in this game, so that's good. I love how Pura like did not tell us what we were signed up for. But I'm glad I predicted it in advance, and I'm glad that somehow nobody spoiled this for me. But we're doing this with a rope and the Purapad in hand. I would be scared to carry my Switch like that. Look at that, I'm just carrying my Switch in the wind. Oh, we get a nice cutscene for it, though. Wow, that Switch has a really good camera for doing that. And just in midair, we're like, yeah, I'm gonna check the map now. This game is hilarious sometimes. Sky map. Oh, we also get the sky map. That's nice. But I love the cutscene. And I'm so happy we found the Traveler's Shield. Okay, now we get to glide. Which, I guess instead of just being on the tower and seeing stuff, you're supposed to see interesting stuff while gliding. Oh, look at that! I don't know, but like, in Breath of the Wild, we never saw the like geometry of the castle courtyard, right? You see all the cool passageways. It's very cool. Because you wouldn't notice it when you were... Okay, I should probably deploy. You wouldn't notice the geometry, because you would never be so high up. What happens if I go in the tower? Like, I can just land on top, but there's nothing really to check out. Okay, what happens if I just go down? I'm sure most people would actually not do that, and, you know, instead just choose to fly off somewhere. It's pretty cool, so it's not only like, as I said, not only are you mapping things differently by being in the air, but also you get like a bit of airborne airtime to actually fly to where you want to go instead of just, you know, having the tower be a good paragliding spot. Now it's like even further. Okay. Welcome back! That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. So how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? Good. That map is crucial to our research. There are Skyview Towers in every region in the world. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all. Right, let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just the castle. Reports of other strange phenomena have been coming in from all over Hyrule. Let's take a look at your map. So comes next up is Eldin, in the northeast. The Gerudo are reporting trouble in southwest. And finally there's Lanayru to the east. The strange phenomena are concentrated in these 4 regions.
Yes.
I can't say for certain, but I've got the nagging suspicion that we might find out more about Princess Zelda by looking into these phenomena. Hey Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra recently. That's pretty weird, yeah? Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay, but this does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link, we've asked the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more about the going-ons in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to Rito Village. If you go there, you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help out in some way too. I'll be here directing a variety of investigations into the upheaval's many chasms and new ruins. Also, I'll be looking into the different villages. Someone somewhere might know what's happened to the princess.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you to check out the major phenomena that are troubling regions around Hyrule, Link. We'll find Princess Zelda one way or another. Oh wait, you've got a quest! You've got a quest. If you've got a quest, you should give it to me now. Sorry, I can't talk now. There's something I got to discuss with Goggles right away about our research into the chasms. Let's talk later. Oh, you had a quest like a second ago. Okay, that's weird. Anyways, so we've finally talked to everybody. We've done most of the intro stuff. Crisis at Hyrule Castle. Is it complete? Said you might be able to... Okay, Hyrule Castle remains strangely in the sky. So I guess this is technically... Okay, well these are considered complete. So it's not complete, but this is like the marker for the 4 phenomena, I guess. Pura has directed your search to the princess into 4 regions that each suffer under a strange phenomenon. Okay. Joshua heard rumors that the princess might have been seen in Rito, off in Hebra. Alright. So as I said, this is very interesting because, like, okay, maybe these are the key 4 regions of the previous game, and I'm arguably disappointed that it's still the same 4 regions we gotta go to, but at the same time, obviously, they are the most fleshed out ones of the game, whereas all the other regions, they just have those different races just be in there. So I guess it makes sense, right? It is interesting, though, that, you know, we've been suggested to go to Rito Village first, so it's not following the exact same order. But, of course, we could probably go in any way we want. But yeah, that's interesting, and so as I said, I think we're going to leave it off here for today, pretty much. I don't know when's the next time I'll be streaming. Probably in the weekend. I'm not sure if I'll stream again sooner than that. But in general, I'm curious to know what times you guys are like mostly interested in if I were to stream Tears of the Kingdom. And also, I'm still trying to figure out how I should do this whole playthrough thing, because I don't know how much time I'll have. So I'm wondering, you know, I'll probably play on my own at some point, because I can't like afford to always do streams. They still require more setup. So the main question I have is, do you guys prefer if we continue this playthrough on stream and like it's continuous and there's no like jumps in game progress? And I'm totally fine with that, and I would like probably start a second playthrough of my own. That's pretty much how I did it back in Breath of the Wild. I had 2 playthroughs, my own playthrough and a Let's Play playthrough. So that's an option for Tears of the Kingdom, and the second option is like, okay, I keep this to one playthrough, and I play it on my own once in a while, and then when I come back to stream, well, obviously, there's been some jump in continuity to where I've made some progress, and maybe I'm not in the same place, and stuff like that, and potentially even skipped some story beats, though, you know, maybe I would try to keep those for streams. We'll have to see. But definitely do let me know about your preferences for that. But anyways, I think we've mostly covered it for today. We've got the main quest, and look at all these. There's 4 other whole categories in the adventure log that we still don't have. So just that is kind of exciting to think about. But anyways, we've got, okay, the album. We still have nothing new there. We've got the character profiles. There's a lot of cool stuff to look out for. So obviously this game is pretty massive. I'm honestly surprised that it's, what? Okay, we've done 4 hours and a half yesterday, 3 hours and a half today, so that's like a whole 8 hours, and we're just getting started. Which, like, I know this game is big, but still, the start is even longer than Breath of the Wild. Because essentially, like, there are some games that are straight up 8 hours total, and this one after 8 hours, it feels like we're just starting, like we've finally been given the keys to actually go explore Hyrule. But anyways, that's very exciting, so I'm excited for this game, this adventure that's going to continue here forward. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me today for another Zelda Tears of the Kingdom stream. I look forward to doing a lot more. But yeah, that'll wrap up our adventure for today. So as always, thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Master Pig. I see you guys are enjoying the Tears of the Kingdom stuff, as always. It feels good to have Zelda back on this technically Zelda-themed channel for the first time in a long time. So it's exciting. Anyways, if you enjoyed the stream here today, don't forget to give it a like. It really always helps out the discovery of these streams. And if you're watching this and you're new here, consider subscribing, because we're going to have a lot more Zelda Tears of the Kingdom content, including an unboxing that I'm currently building. And, of course, there's a bunch more Nintendo content on the channel overall in general. Yeah, so it's exciting. Anyways, have a great beginning of your week, everyone. It's rare that I actually stream on a weekday, so fun times. But yeah, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in not too long, probably, with some more Tears of the Kingdom. Alright, bye-bye!